Ready?
Yes, so much. So we got someone coming in. Shanae Costa. So is Shanae part of the panel?
No.
No, I think.
Okay. So I'm not sure if you can hear Shanae, but when you come in, you would have to put yourself on mute, okay? We can do that. Okay. All right. So let me know when we live.
I think it's just sent us a message saying that it's live streaming.
Yeah, I saw that as well. I think we live, baby.
All right. All right.
I don't.
Yeah, I saw that. I think we live, baby.
All right, somebody's echoing. So yeah, so you guys can go ahead and mute yourself. So good evening. My name is Brittany. Hello, everybody, for coming out. I'm so excited for this conversation. This is the Lavender Diaries studs versus femmes. So it's going to be a lot to talk about in these 2 hours. We got questions. We got some of the realists on this panel. So I'm really excited. Y'all should have heard them before we even became live because they were just going and going and going. But I was like, nope, we got to save it for the people. So just to introduce myself again, my name is Brittany. I am the owner and founder of Reign Supreme, and I'm collaborating with Miss Amber Moore, when she comes off of you, to bring this conversation. This is actually her brainchild, and she asked me if I wouldn't mind collaborating, hosting, and moderating. So I'm really excited about this. Again, this is a conversation for us, by us, all of that good stuff, because we got some topics we need to talk about, some taboos. We ripping band-aids off. We getting real tonight. So if you get your feelings hurt, you can log off if you want to. But don't nobody on this panel care. I'm gonna just let you know that right now. But I mean, this is definitely an important conversation. Great to have on the last day of Pride Month, although Pride is all year, it's every day. So we're proud to be who we are. But on the last day of Pride Month, to have this conversation with the lesbian community so that we can kind of get through some of these things we got going on. So again, Amber, if you want to take it away, introduce yourself, and then we'll get into the introductions for the panel, and then we'll get started.
Yes. Thank you, guys. My name is Amber Moore. I am the executive director of Real Boys Talk. I am also known for many of you in the LGBT Greek world and on Facebook and social media as Cupid. So I am excited about tonight, and I'm basically I want us to. My goal for this was for there's so much happening. You have conversations that femmes are having with each other, and then you have conversations that studs are having with each other. But we're not having them together, and so we're saying one thing that we want, we don't want, we like, we don't like, and femmes are saying the same thing. And we need to come together so that we can have healthy relationships. And that's a really important thing right now because there's so much shit in the dating pool. There's so much shit happening in relationships. People are getting in them, not really knowing the other person. So tonight, I hope that the panel that we have is amazing. She's right. Brittany was so right. Before we got on, it has been crazy. So, and it's been a lot of fun. So I know that, yes, we already know we're gonna have to have a part 2.
Absolutely. Absolutely gonna have to have a part 2. Might have some new cast on there, but we definitely gonna have the part 2 because I've got like 2-page worth of questions for all different wide range of topics. So it's important, definitely, absolutely, have this conversation. So as we get started, I want everybody to introduce themselves, your name, pronouns if you have some, and also kind of give a little bit about yourself as we go around. So I guess we can start at the top. We can start with you, Destiny.
What's up? I'm Destiny. Also go by Duda, repping for the studs today. Been married, been divorced, been dating, been just kind of been around, repping for the young ones today.
Okay. All right. So we have next up Ms. B. You can introduce yourself.
Hi, I am B. Most of you guys know me from Sip Tea with Toy and B. What can I say? I've been married, I've been divorced, I tried to be straight, came out being lesbian. I've pretty much done a lot. I look forward to having a conversation with you guys tonight, and let's get into it.
Awesome. Thank you so much for that. So if I can have Miss Tish, go ahead on. Hit us with it.
Yeah, so ghetto and struggle getting off mute. Of course, it had to be me. So I'm Tish. Yeah, I'm a whole lot of things. I'm one of the founders of Omega's Delta Sorority Incorporated, a serial entrepreneur. I'm a foster turned adoptive mom. I have 5 kids. If I said 5, 5. It's ghetto at times, but it's a whole lot of love in my house. I haven't been married. I've been proposed to quite a few times. It just kind of never went there. Yeah, I ain't taking no shorts, and I'm here representing for the Femmes. And I pray from this conversation we can get some clarity, because at this point I don't even want to date studs no more. So hopefully we can all kind of come together and maybe change the narrative, because it's so curious. Like, let me out, you know. And I'm praying. I'm really praying for some deliverance. I'm praying for some understanding. I'm praying to bring that hope back in my heart, because I'm telling y'all, it's hanging on by a thread piece. It is like one hard blow, and it's just like, yeah, I'm good. So I pray that this conversation brings a lot of clarification. I do.
Absolutely. That's what we're here for, and that's what we're doing tonight. Just letting everybody know who's joining the actual live itself and coming in. If you could, when you come in, just mute yourself, because we're only having the panel talk. So just read that. And now we move on to Miss Keisha, girl. To see this I love orgasms on the shirt. I'm digging it. So give us our introduction.
Hey everybody. So my name is Keisha. I am a mom of 2. I'm gonna just throw some craziness in here. That's facts. I'm a minister. I'm a mom. I sell sex toys. I work. I work in the collision field, so I'm all about cars. I've been married. I've been divorced. I've been through it all. So I am really excited about tonight. Those that know, I'm also the national president of Kappa Alpha Lambda Sorority Incorporated. So I wear many hats, and I cannot wait for tonight. We've already been talking, so it's gonna be on and popping.
Right. Thank you so much for that. So we have Miss Mel in the building. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hi, so my name is Mel. They call me S'mores. I mean, self-explanatory. I am 31. I'm an advocate before anything. I was foster care, group homes, the whole 9. So I'm big on giving back to my community. I'm big on looking out for the youth. I'm a security guard. I work in group homes. I done did it all, construction. Then been fake engaged, got out of that, decided to work better on myself. I don't really have pronouns. I feel like you can call me whatever you want as long as it's done with respect. Because respectfully, my bros call me sis because I'm still the baby and the only girl. While, one of their little flings might call me daddy. It just depends on the situation. So it just, as long as it's done with respect, I really don't be stressing it. And for me, New York bred, so straight shooter, and that's it.
Good. Thank you so much for that. And if Miss Bella could come through and give us her information.
Hi, my name is Bella. I also go by Hershey. I am 40 years old. I am a mother of 1 beautiful girl, and I am a stepmommy to 2 beautiful kids, 1 daughter and 1 son. Been married now going on a year and a half to my lovely wife, Portia. I also work with the beautiful May Rain, which is a poet that actually was the mentor and reason why I started to do poetry myself. And we currently work for Moonflower Essential, which is all natural products for self-care. And I should also say I'm an erotic poet. So I mostly write about sex and more sex.
Awesome. Thank you so much, everybody, for giving us our intros and everything. So we gonna, since y'all was jumping ahead before we started recording, we gonna go ahead on and get into this thing, because I know you guys are excited. So we have a host of topics tonight, just to let everybody know. For those who are just tuning in and everything, this is a conversation by lesbians for lesbians, because we're talking about everything tonight, dealing with the L in the LGBTQIA, all the other stuff. So again, it's no nonsense. Everybody's gonna say their opinion and say what's on their chest. There's gonna be no sugarcoating tonight, no biting of the tongue, no none of that. So again, if you get your feelings hurt, respectfully, disrespectfully, that's your problem. We just gonna have to go and get this together. So I'm really excited to get started. So we're gonna start, because we was already rah-rah about everything, but I want to touch on a really easy topic first, and then we're gonna get into the nitty-gritty. We're gonna talk about healing journeys, because I think it's important. We want to talk about this, and I know we could talk all night on just this one subject, but I wanted to kind of break off with that. And so one of the question is for everybody, like, when you hear the phrase like healing journey, like, what does that mean to you? And if it means something to you, I know a lot of people are talking about the right way and wrong way to heal, and that there's an expiration on healing. Like, do you feel like any of that applies? All right, we can go with B first. She was the first person hand I seen, so we can go with B.
Raising hands or how are we doing it? Healing journey is, I feel like this is a personal, it's a personal decision, and you taking accountability, and taking a step of closing chapters, past chapters in your life in order to move and to live in your present. Because a lot of people are stuck in the traumatic part of their lives, and they are still stuck in those stages. So I feel like the healing journey could be something spiritual, emotional, like physical, things like that. And I feel like it's more of a personal. So I don't think there's a time frame for it. However, I do feel like people need to learn to be honest at where they're at in their healing journey. Because if you're in the beginning stages, middle, or you feel like you're getting closer to the end, that's something you should tell somebody that you start to do.
And so I know, Mel, you have raised your hand as well, and then we'll get to you, Teach, afterwards.
I agree with the healing journey is definitely personal. I think that in the need to be, I hate the word woke because so many people played it out, but in the need to really understand who you are before you even acknowledge you in your healing journey. Your process started when you stepped foot on this earth, but we don't usually know that. Now you stay in your traumatic phases and stuff until you start to learn that you want more out of life and better, and not just what you can physically see in life, but actually understanding your insides. As far as like, definitely let somebody know if you're just now recognizing you're on your healing journey and you're taking those steps. But it's never really an end part to it, if you ask me, because once you deal with one part, life throws you another part and another part and another part. I think the biggest thing when I think about healing journeys for me is being able to take who you are and, I don't want to say perfected, but make it so amazing internally that you affect the world outwardly. And once you do that, you are now walking in your truth. And when you're doing that, because people look at it like, oh, you got to put hands on people to be a healer. I walk in rooms and the process is different because I am a different person these days. So I say that it's just a matter of just work on yourself, just love yourself, process with yourself, because the only person you got to live with every day for the rest of your life is yourself. And what you choose to do with that is going to affect the world, whether you realize it or not.
Good. I don't know, Tish, you had said something too.
Like, for me, it's just sitting in your shit. Like, when you start to be wrong, you literally got to sit in your shit. When I say sit in it, you got to see where you played the part in your hurt, where you allowed stuff, where you ignored stuff, where you was acting like the red flag when red was kind of pinkish. Like, you really have to sit in your shit. It's not about blaming, because it takes too much to be a human being nowadays. Like, to literally get up and wash your face and brush your teeth. So I don't, me myself personally, try not to blame somebody else for putting me in a space in a place, because it's my choice to allow you to do that. So you got to sit in your shit. You got to take a moment and say, damn, that hurt me. Why did it hurt? You know, what was it about? You gotta figure out your triggers. If you can't figure out your triggers, you will forever be triggered. So you gotta stop, pause, sit in your shit, and realize where you played a part at, So when you remove yourself from things, you're able to see what you don't like that you didn't contribute to. No, that was just you. You know what I'm saying? Okay, if I made it seem like it was okay, you kept doing it. So am I mad at you or am I mad at myself? So it become about sitting in your shit. It comes ownership. You got to take ownership, accountability. You got to have vulnerability. People be so, no, you know, you should have did that back then before you let them up here. Now you don't. It's already happening. You can't hold on to it now. So sit in your shit. Take accountability, take ownership, and remember, be vulnerable with yourself. You can't ask for other things or expect other things from other people if you ain't giving it to yourself. You gotta heal for you. So sitting your shit is what healing is.
Absolutely, absolutely. And of course, Amber, you have something to add to that.
So I agree with Tish. I agree with everybody that said something. The one thing that I do want you to understand is that it's not a right or wrong way to heal. It's an unhealthy way and a healthy way to heal. A lot of people are doing a lot of unhealthy healing, you know, and what they're doing is they're trying to make themselves feel good, not really being honest with themselves. I sat when we had quarantine. I had no choice. We were quarantined. I had no choice but to sit in my shit. I had no choice but to say, oh, and I went all the way back to when I was dating men in high school and went through all of my relationships, because each and every one of them said something about who I was and what I was trying to be and where I was trying to go. And I didn't, and I had to sit in that and I had to be honest with myself and go, oh, I said it was her fault. Really, I caused this to escalate, so that's why she did what she did because of what I was doing. I really had to sit and be honest with myself. And I think there's the healthy part. I think there's so many people who are pretending to say, oh, I'm healed and everything. Then when you get with them, you go, okay, you said it was healed, but now these things are coming to the surface. They're still triggered. And it shouldn't be triggers anymore if I've healed. It should be for me to be able to have conversations about where I've gone and where I've been through, and it should not press on the next steps that I'm going to make going forward.
Right. Absolutely. And that's a really great place to put that. And I wanted to ask, since you kind of led into the healing, the second part to that was, do you discuss your healing journey with your partner or prospective partner? Are you honest about where you are? And do you feel like you can heal with someone else? Or do you feel like it's just a solo mission? I do it on my own by myself, you know, all of that. Like, do you feel like that's where you need to be? Should you be in a relationship if you're not healed? Like, what are your thoughts on that? Anybody, Destiny?
All right, so for me, like, I realized I had to do some healing, like when it came down to like my marriage or whatever, because you know that's not just not regular relationship. That's the thing that sat me down and had me worry about myself, because when something that big fails, it makes you kind of wonder, like, like, how did I get here? And one thing that I realized was me and my wife were broken people, and we didn't really have real conversations about what was actually hurting us. It'd be like, oh, that last motherfucker, ran off with, me, my money, you feel me? That last nigga broke my strap or something. You know what I mean? Some weird shit. We don't never talk about real, like, for example, like I realized I needed healing when I started messing around with her kids, and like, I'm trying to like take it to the next level. And then it made me realize that I had family inner child traumas, things that I wouldn't let them, do, things that I was scared of, or like the whole, I'm a stud, I gotta, I got this stepdaddy license now, and it's just, if I could do anything to save that relationship, because what I started doing going forward is I just started being honest about where I was, like mentally and in the space. Like, like, I'm not gonna lie, like, I do, I have had outbursts, angry outbursts. Why was that? I wasn't able to communicate. And then like Tish said, it's about sitting in your shit and taking accountability. And once you do that, then I can bring on somebody else. I can't, two people are going to evolve. Like, you know what I mean? You were an individual before you met me. I was an individual before you met, however that went. So like, it's only right that, we're being honest about where we are mentally and in those spaces, because if not, then you have these incidences where you're constantly yelling and screaming and you don't really understand why simple words as no, stop, and that's hurting me, don't, you know what I mean, aren't making it through. So that's just, I think that it's not, like Amber said, there's no right or wrong way. It's a healthy and an unhealthy way of doing it. But it depends on what you're healing and how you plan on dealing with that. If you plan on bringing up another person, at least be able to communicate where you're at. You know, like there's like minimums and this, or that's something that you and another person can discuss. Because honestly, like I'm just the type of person, like if you tell me up front, I can work through anything, you know, just don't lie to me, you know, because I understand like you're going to heal. I understand like you're not going to be the same coming in or out depending on where you go. But if we don't have that communication of, you know, where things are really coming from, we're just going to keep smacking against the wall.
Understood. And Keisha, I'm gonna get to you, and then Bella after Keisha.
I told y'all the youngin was gonna come and drop the knowledge. I thought I was playing.
All right,
I
so
know, I was like, dang, I was wrong on that. My bad. To me, the question is, do you want to be healed? Do you feel that you need to go on a journey? A lot of people feel that they're okay and don't recognize that they may need healing or work on themselves. Me personally, if you don't have a therapist, we don't even have a conversation. Because I've been working on me for a little over a year now, and I'd be damned if I'm gonna let somebody put me back where I started from or revert me back to something that I've come out of. So requirement number one, do you have a therapist? When have you seen your therapist? How often do you see your therapist? Can you get in touch with your therapist if you need your therapist? Because I didn't think I needed as much help as I did until she told me, oh, baby, you was wrong in that, and let's work through that. And so now I live my life with, and I learned this in therapy. My sister laughs at me all the time. Like, girl, you always talking about your therapist and how she's saving lives. I don't go to therapy for me. I go to therapy for everybody else because I'm okay. But the roadblock sign, you know, that's something I live my life by now. I can move that sign or I can put it in front of me. So if I don't want to deal with you, that sign is going to go up. But if I decide to let you in, then I'll slowly move it away, or I may use the yield sign and kind of, I got to pause and take a look. So for me, it is something that is very important. And I don't think the journey ever stops. Like you're going to constantly heal from something. Something's going to happen. Something's going to come up. And a lot of times I think people look at healing as something big. I got to heal from something big. I might just have to heal from the fact of, you know what? Today wasn't a good day. And I need to figure out why it wasn't a good day. What triggered me throughout the day? So yeah, for me, it's a discussion. For me, if you ain't got a therapist, we ain't got nothing to talk about. That's just period.
Miss Bella, please. We're still muted.
My thing was, I had to learn that sometimes you do actually may need a partner to open you up, excuse me, to actually get you to that point where you realize, okay, it's like Amber said, it's not that person, it's me. See, in all my relationships, I was always the one that was verbally explicit. I would say explicit in a sense where I would tell you everything, how I felt, how I disliked it, how you made me feel, how you triggered something. I was always the one saying it, and I never actually got into a situation where I was in a relationship with somebody where they were open to tell me how they felt. So I was always, hey, I'm team going, hold on to this and try to heal both of us at the same time when you're not doing shit, but I'm doing everything by myself. And it took me to be in the relationship that I am right now to realize that, okay, you know what, there is such a thing as both communicating and both explaining. Listen, I didn't like what you did yesterday. I didn't say anything to you because you know what? I needed my time to like woosah and think about it and see if I was wrong and then come back to you and talk to you about it. So My wife had to literally teach me that. And like I said, I'm 40, she's 34. So there's a 6-year difference. And she's been teaching me a lot where I thought, I would be the one teaching her because, I'm the oldest one. But she jokingly says it all the time. You're 40, but I'm the oldest one in the relationship. And I'm like, what? Okay, so whatever. But if you don't allow for someone else to tell you what they see you're doing wrong or right, and actually you know, taking in the criticism and actually um doing something about it, not just listening to it and like putting it in the back of your head, like, okay, yes, she said it, okay, whatever, bump that. But actually working on it and working on it together is another great thing too. It's another great way of healing. Um, in my situation, my wife is American. She's of Jamaican descent. I was born in the islands, you know. So I come in with a different perspective. I come in with a Haitian culture mixed with a Dominican culture, mixed with a Portuguese background and a German background. So it's like when I come at her, I'm coming at her with 4 different nationalities that are fighting with her American side. And it's like we would fight about the simplest things. Like, I don't know who else, I know B is, but I don't know who else here is from the islands. You know how there's certain outfits you don't wear for certain occasions. It was weird for me when I went to a friend's parents' funeral and they were wearing colors. In my culture, you wear black or white. That's it. So I'm walking in and it's like, oh, the theme for the funeral is yellow. Huh? What? No, And then another thing is like, you have to be able to accept that difference and grow with it. That's another way of healing as well, is accepting somebody else's culture and accepting somebody else's different ways of education and also different ways of dealing with a certain situation. Because you can say, okay, like, look, let's use this word, depressed. I'm depressed. But my depression is not going to connect with your depression because guess what? We're depressed about 2 different things. It may be stem from, the same thing, but we're going to react to it. We're going to act upon it totally different ways. When I lose something, I'm the over dramatic one. I'm the one boo-hoo crying, like I can't deal, like, and my wife is the type to be like, okay, life goes on. And I'm just looking at her like, why isn't there tears coming out of you? Because to me, healing is crying it out. Healing to her is waking up the next day and realizing that you woke up the next day. So keep it pushing.
I think that's the Pisces in us, though.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Hey, Scorpio, be quiet. Scorpio, be quiet.
That because
Before we end out on this one, but yeah, go ahead.
it's not even that. When it comes to the healing, it's also like we said, taking accountability. Going to therapy taught me that there's a difference in how you receive information, how you accept information, and things like that. It's not what you say, it's how you say it. But then also when it comes to the differences in cultures, because there were a lot of things that was being said to me, and it wasn't that I wasn't receiving it. I just took it in a disrespectful manner because culturally, when you say certain things to a Haitian woman, it's disrespect. So it was like, oh, how dare you disrespect us? We love it, but I wasn't receiving that, like I just really wasn't receiving that. Yo, we're in this healing process. We need to work through this and have conversations. So it's like how I was more on my high horse, like, how dare you? So I think it's more about receiving. And I think with your wife, you said that you give her credit for the healing journey. Some people are ready to have a partner in the healing journey, and some people can't have it. They're not, it's not their process. So, like I just feel like everyone should test out what works for them. Because like we all said that quote collectively, it's a personal journey. So if it works that you do it with a partner, great. But if you have to do it solo, do it solo. You don't need like someone, or you may need a village. Some people need villages. So you know what I'm saying. But figure out what you need to heal, because at the end of the day, it's your journey. It's your process. No one else's. I just love to say.
I just, if you ain't healing, we ain't dealing. I'm just gonna say it out loud. If you're not healing, we not dealing. You don't, and honestly, it takes too much work to be a person. I'm just gonna go ahead and say that. No, bro, don't bring your burdens. Don't bring that, especially if you see me really trying to get through it. Take notes, be inspired and not intimidated. We ain't gotta fight about healing. Hey, wait a minute. You know, so you have to make sure you with people who understand what that is. If you don't even understand what healing is, you're gonna stay mad at me because I ain't doing that with you. And we've all been Barber the Builder. We done build a few of them up. I ain't Barber no more. No, you need to ask them to this. We need to build this together. If you ain't healing, we ain't dealing. Now, some things I say ing, meaning I'm still healing in that. And some things are ed. Now, am I doing this? No, because I realized what I was doing. I realized that I was the problem. So you say I'm a little dismissive and I don't be caring. I feel like if I ask you 10 times the question, keep on saying you okay. Well, how many? You're 11. But okay, I'm being dismissive. So if you ain't trying to heal in those areas or willing to recognize and listen, we is not dealing. No, it's a no for me. No.
Absolutely. And I guess, Amber, we can go to you to end it out before we get to the next one.
Mentioned about should you heal together. I think there's a period that no, you should be by yourself. I needed to be by myself to the beginning, like I was mentioning about me sitting in my shit. And I didn't need to have nobody really with me, even though I had ended a relationship. I was, I needed to be by myself. Now that piece is healed. So now I can be with someone that is also going through their healing, because there comes a time when she's going to need me to pour into her, because I've healed from that space that she's now in. I can pour into her when she doesn't have it. And then as we all have mentioned, there are some things that when I healed from there, I found there's some new things I needed to heal when I started meeting my partner, or I started dealing with a partner, or my partner was now able to come into my space. Now I go, oh, okay, I got some new things to heal. She's still in that space that I was in, so I can help her. And then there's going to come a time when she will pour into me. Even though she's not in the same space area, it's okay. I think that is a major thing, is that you do have to there is a period of time where you do need to have your own by yourself in your own space, because dealing with your shit, you really can't have that conversation with a partner or a future partner or anything like that. You need to be honest first. Then we can talk about it as we start building our relationship. What have you been through? And that way, and I agree. Games, man, stop playing the fucking games now. Studs and Femmes, let's stop playing the games and we all want good, we want good sex, we want good food, we want lots of money, and we want stability. Let's just be real. Those things are really important, and so I feel like if we be honest with yourself in your healing process, and let me go say, everybody needs healing. Nobody excluded from that shit. Nobody. If you think you are, check yourself.
Absolutely. I agree with that. And I kind of think with this healing question, it kind of goes into our next topic, which is one that we all like to talk about, which is dating etiquette. Because I think a part of dating etiquette is definitely being honest with where you are, where your space is in your healing journey. But also, we kind of got to get into what we were talking about before. So I'm going to just ask like a really simple question. It could be yes or no. I just really want you to tell me femme or stud. There's only two answers to this. So the question is, who should make the first move? The femme or the stud?
Doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter?
It doesn't matter. If I'm feeling you and I find you attractive, I'm stepping. I'm not gonna wait for you to, because some studs act too damn shy, and I ain't got time to be playing these games. So it's like, if I like you, you give me the eye contact, I like what I see. Hey, what's up? Let me take you out. Where we going?
Okay.
What you doing on Wednesday?
That shit is sexy for a femme to a stud. That shit is sexy as fuck. Yes, if somebody, I'm all about that. Step to me, I'm okay with it.
Bring your studly ass. Come here.
Wait, where I'm going?
Let me tiptoe on that one. Let me tiptoe on that one.
I just don't like, you feel me? Like, it helps me if Femmes do it first, because now I ain't got to figure out if you straight. I ain't got to look and see where your baby daddy is. I ain't got to, you feel me? I ain't got to, hey, sis, you. Like, I ain't got to.
Okay.
You know, like, I already know. Just say something. Drop a napkin. I don't know. Do something.
Said drop a napkin. All right. So let me tiptoe on that one. So I feel as if it can be anybody. It could be the fam, it could be the stud, it doesn't matter. Me, on my end, when I met my wife, it was so funny because we both went to Best Buy because both of our kids had broken their phones and iPads and stuff like that. I walk into Best Buy and I spot her immediately. In my mind, I'm like, God damn. So I'm like, all right. Mind you, I had the pom-pom shorts on, you know, I'm walking in. I'm like, okay, let me start dropping my keys so I can pick it up to see if she gonna notice. You know, mind you, this is like 2021, so COVID is still a little bit around. So I'm like, all right, let me see if she gonna see me. I'm, you know, walking around her because she's in the line behind my right behind my kids. So I'm like, damn, why she not paying me no attention? She must be straight. Because she had on some regular joggers and a t-shirt on. She looked like she could, you know, either A, be a stud, or B, be a femme, because she didn't have a tape. Her dreads is, you know. So I'm like, damn it. So for like a good, I would say 10 minutes, I'm trying to catch her attention and she did not budge. Every time I looked towards her way, she literally was not staring my way. So in my mind, I'm thinking this girl is not interested at the fuck all. So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna let it go. So we get to speak to her peoples, you know, trying to help us fix our kid's phone. And we're sitting across from each other. So now we're in visual eyes. She looks up and I literally stare her down. And she stares me back down like this.
What's up?
And in my mind, I'm like, oh shit, she might be a straight woman. Let me stop looking. But then my daughter, being who she is, she's like, Mom, just go ask her, you know, because she knows I'm blunt. So I literally take a piece of paper and I write my name and I say, hey, if you're single, here's my number. They pass her the note. She reads it. She reads it and she smiles as she's reading it, but then she puts it in her pocketbook at her little. It wasn't her pocket. I'm sorry, it wasn't a pocket.
I'm about to say, hold on.
No, it was her man bag. She had a man bag. Okay, so
her
she
merce?
puts it inside of it.
Her merce.
Yeah, her merce. Her merce. So she put it inside of it and she walks out. So now here again in my head, I'm like, okay, so she had a merce, so she might not be, you know, LGBTQ. So I'm scratching my neck like, damn, she's fine as fuck though. All right, I guess I lost one. Long and behold, like 2 minutes later, I got a text message, Portia. And I'm jumping up and down inside freaking Best Buy, like I'm Rocky Balboa, and I just made it up the stairs and shit. Got him. And call her like, hey, what you doing? Oh, I'm home or whatever. I said, well, I'm down the street at Rosie's, which is like a drag restaurant here in Florida, and Fort Lauderdale. I'm like, come through. I'm thinking she'll tell me no, you know, let's get to know each other via phone. This girl was at the restaurant in less than 0.5 seconds. Okay. My daughter grilled her from morning to night. So what do you want? What do you want with my mom? And I'm like, Laina, what? Hold on. I'm the one that, you know, come on, don't do that.
It just matter.
She's like, no, I need to find out if she's gonna be like the other one, because she's gonna be like the other one, then she a no-go. So
but you know what I find,
we end the night with her picking up the tab. Mind you, I was gonna pay for myself. She picked up the tab for all of us, and she's been here ever since. So that's all I'm gonna say.
That's what studs are supposed to do. She gets an A.
They say you get an A because that's what studs are supposed to do.
It was the sign of the phone number for me.
Oh, she said she got an A plus. A triple.
Hey, Mel, you're on
Would
mute
you-
right now, so I know Mel has something that she wanted to add to it. So go ahead and.
You ain't off mute.
Oh, you're on mute.
She pulling to me.
I agree. It's whoever is into it first. Like both of it is fine for me. I am, first of all, my energy too fire. So I'm coming for what I want. You feel me? But as I got older and to see a film just it's something about it, I'd be like, oh, I didn't even know you could do it like that. So I understand the vibes I give off. You feel me? But it's like if I ask, understand when you come to me, everything is taken care of. Yes, I believe in chivalry. So yeah, we open that door. I hate females that be like, no, no, you sit down. So that I can open that door so that when you get up and you have time to fix your little dress real quick, and you get up and I see that walk up, but in front of me, I need to see that. That's energy for me. You feel me? It starts the night off right. You feel me? You're supposed to come with a gift. Like those are things that you should want to treat women because first of all, women breathe life into this world. So before there's ever, I want to be with you, there's always, I got a mother, I got a sister, I got nieces. And right now it's too cool to be ratchet. No, that's cute. Please. I love a hood rat from the projects. I'm from the projects. Don't get me wrong. Listen, I need to know that she can handle business too. But at the same time, when you outside with me, you're a reflection of me. And when we go outside, I don't care if it's our first date or our last date. I need you and me to walk outside looking. I want the whole room to look at me. They're already gonna look at me. I'm two colors. So if I get their attention, I need their undivided attention for all good reasons too. You feel me? And if she offers,
say it a little louder for the folks in the back. Say it a little louder for studs in the back. English studs in the back. Say it a little louder.
You feel me? Like I need all that energy, and I feel like a lot of that died. We always want to be so masculine, but we don't want to give them that safe space energy to be safe in. How does that work? How's she gonna do what she's supposed to do and feel like she can cater and do the things she wants to do if you don't give her all of that? But then a lot of them be like, oh, they want the textbook version of what a relationship looks like. And then a real nigga come and give it to them, and they don't want that either. Now they just want toxic. Now they want to go back to the fuckboy down the block that sell drugs and don't got no real job. You feel me? So it's kind of catch-22. But I feel like whoever do offer, I got to the point where I don't mind letting a female pay for something. Before it was hell no, oh no, big dick energy. That don't make you have big dick energy. Trust me, if it needs to get done, it's getting done. Like I take my mom's out, I take my aunt, I take my nieces out. This is just who I am naturally. But I found something sexy and finding a woman, because it's not just a female, but a woman that also want to step up and show you that she could handle it too. Because it's like now you put me in my little, coaching my little feminine energy too. Like you create my yin and yang in me. Like, okay, I can see that, but understand who daddy. But I'm excellent.
No. So I'm gonna throw it to B real quick, and then I'm gonna hit Tish, and then I'm gonna hit you, Cupid. So, but let me get to B because she's been blowing up, right?
Cause I feel some type of way. Cause this what y'all say y'all want. That's the energy y'all want. But when you get a femme that does that type of stuff, like, oh, I'm gonna ask the first date. I don't mind because I'm very confident who I am. Like whatever, I'll bring you flowers the first date. I know you're a woman. I'm gonna cater to the woman in you because at the end of the day, yeah, later on, I'm gonna feed the masculine in you because that's what I want. Like I want to bring out that energy in you. But at the end of it, what I don't understand is when you got a woman that matches you, drive for drive, money for money, big bank, don't take big bank. All of that, can cook, can fuck like a whole master. But then guess what? Y'all gonna get with the bitch that only knows how to make sandwiches, yo. That's who y'all gonna try her for. That's who y'all try her for. The one that's never gonna, the one you gotta go spend $150 so you can go get her nails and hair done. My twist on my hair is what? $50 maybe. If I want to do it myself, it's free. At the end of the day, if I hit you up and be like, baby, let me go ahead and take you on trips and shit because I could afford it. Nah, but what y'all gonna say is a chick like me is too aggressive. Y'all gonna get with a little toxic bitch that'll have her own car, got 5 baby daddies, 5 kids, don't got
maybe
nothing
4.
in her name. They ain't got nothing in her name. Got food stamps and shit. That's the one that y'all gonna sit here and be
but
loyal
those food
to.
stamps be hit
That's
with
the
the
ones
4
y'all
kids.
that's the ones y'all rock with. But then, you know what I'm saying? And that, like, I felt some type of way because I'm like, wait a minute. Because you know how many times I got left for a bitch that can't cook, making ramen, or her specialty? No, are her specialties fucking chicken Alfredo? Bitch, what the fuck?
I was just having that conversation. Like,
well, where do I find you at?
Wait,
like,
listen.
You feel me? Where do I find people like that?
Oh, y'all
I
made me
keep looking in
pop
the
off. I'm
gutter.
sorry. Let me go back on mute. I'm sorry.
No. You don't have to go on mute. You don't have to go on mute, but I want to make sure that I touch everybody because, like I said, everybody hand went up. So I'm gonna get to Tish, then I'm gonna get over to Keisha, and then I'm gonna get to Cupid. So let me go to Tish first.
This just said it all. Like on some real stuff, like for real, y'all. Baby, it ain't nothing I won't do as long as I can breathe and it don't hurt. I'm good. Okay? Like, and I need for it to be okay amongst everybody. Let me look, check this out. Minus all that cotton and everything come on off. I want all the stuff. I don't feel like having to, you got the bra on, keep my bra on too then, since we want our bras and shit. Then you don't, like, right, look how you feel. Take them bras, take them titties out. No, I'm sick of it, y'all. I just want to say I'm sick of it, yes. And don't take my alpha energy. Give me a reason. I want to be soft so bad, please. Please.
Please let me be soft. Please.
You know, you can almost taste something. I want to be soft so bad, baby. I ain't gonna I got 5 kids. You ain't gonna lead us down. Where we going? What's up? I ride, but I just gotta kind of know where I'm going. It's just not me. Understand when you have a on your team, I don't compete where I don't compare. We ain't gonna be here and fighting and we going together. Hey, I got some other things we can do. We got some other things to do.
You feel me?
And I think that's why I think I prefer films over studs, because it's just like, I don't want to fight you to take off your bra. I want to see your titties. I don't care. Yeah. Let me see how it look. I want it all.
It come with the healing process. I'm not gonna lie to you. It come with the healing process. Because I was a touch me not, and then I just I'm trying. It comes with the process. It comes with learning yourself. It comes. You got to get with a woman. That's what I learned. You got to get with a woman.
So let me go.
Listen, that is so true.
That was all I had to say. I want to see titties. You taking bras off. If you ain't taking off, like, we just gonna be here.
Free the nipple, okay? Free the nipple.
Free the nipple.
All right, Keisha. I'm gonna go with you, Keisha.
Me, yes, girl. Yes. I had to remember I wasn't on mute. Honey, the thing for me is, you say this is what you want, like you said, but when you get it, you don't know how to handle it. You say you want somebody to support you. You say you want somebody to ride with you, rock with you. Or you say, hey, babe, this is how this is going to be, this is how this is going to be. And when you conform to the rules and you finally realize that, hey, this is the agreement that we've stated, and then I'm holding my agreement and you can't really hold yours, but then you mad at me and you want to sit here and say, well, you ain't doing this, you ain't doing this. No, honey, we have the whole conversation up front before we agreed to enter this relationship. And when we agreed to enter the relationship and you said you got A, B, and C, well, babe, I got D, E, F, and I'll catch Z on the back end. And when I do what I said I was going to do, then you get mad because you really can't hold up your end of the deal because you was faking the funk. You were saying you have all this and you don't, but then you get mad when I call you out on your shit and say, well, remember you said no. Well, mama, keep a receipt because I want to hold myself accountable and say, hey, I want to make sure that, okay, baby, so we going to do this, this, and this. I did that. I got to check me before I can come to the table and say, you're not doing your part. And so therefore, I feel that in general, studs, films alike, when you say you want something or you agree with something coming to the table, hold your end of the deal. And if you realize you can't hold your end of the deal, have that conversation. But don't sit here and say, like you didn't do this yesterday. Where the hell did that come from? Where did that come from? And guess what? I'm sorry. I am a very feminine woman, but honey, I can be dominant as well. So it's okay. I'll let you be zaddy out in the street, but understand, baby, if you need to lay there and let mama take care of you, I can do that as well. Please know that understand. Hey, sometimes I don't want to be touched. Sometimes I just want to feed. And I'm okay with that. And I'm clear on that. But
it's that saying that you said. It's that saying y'all be saying, if you could tell me what to do, you could tell me what to do. It's the same thing I feel about Femmes. If you can slut me out, you can slut me out. But if you can't slut me out, stay over there and let me do what I do. That's it. That's how I feel. And no, you ain't putting that up in me. But if you can slut me out and you can handle it, then do it. But if you can't, please sit down because don't embarrass yourself because I'm a Scorpio. I'm gonna tell you about yourself. But
right, and that's just the thing to me. Like, understand, hey, baby, I don't know how to do that, or I can't do it. But if you show me, I'm willing to learn. I'm willing to learn. And it took a long time to get to where I'm at. It took a long time. But yeah, if you realize you can't hold up your end of the deal, have a conversation and put that pride in your back pocket and sit on it and let's talk about it.
Talk about it.
Absolutely. Yeah. So Cupid, I'm gonna hit it to you and then I'll take it back to you, Bella.
So here's the thing. Stop playing in the fucking kiddie pool, ladies. We're grown ass women. I don't want the chick B was talking about that y'all keep saying. I want what these women are talking about. That's what the fuck I want. I'm gonna take my clothes off. You ain't got to help me. I'm good. Look, because when I take off these clothes, please understand all this masculinity that I carry and the energy, that's exactly what it is. It's masculine energy. But this body, please understand, the more family we got, hips and titties. It's all, hey, I ain't got no ass for you to hit on, but you can try if you want to. I don't have no problem with that. But I do not want to have, I'm gonna be real with y'all. I used to play with girls because they were eye candy. They'd have nothing in between the ears. And I was perfectly happy with that at that time because I too was immature and did not understand who I was. Now, I work too,
but talk about it.
As Keisha said, I work too fucking hard to be who I am now. I am a fucking lot to deal with.
Yes.
And if you can't come to the table with that same energy, I don't want it. I'm a nasty motherfucker. I don't get to say that often because of what I do in the public and the image that I have. But yes, I want you to read poetry. I want you to read nasty poetry to me while we butt naked.
Yes.
I want to fuck you in the shower.
Yes.
Oh my God.
I want to call you up at lunchtime and say, go downstairs, I left you something.
Yes.
And it's a nice dress with an address that says meet me at the hotel or the restaurant. Only grown ass, and see, here's the thing. She ain't ever got to say she a grown ass woman. If you try to tell me you a grown ass woman, I don't want you. If you're not an alpha, if you got to tell me you're alpha female, our energies aren't going to match.
I'm gonna tell you like this. I had to do it. Like, you know how the women, we let them come with the trench coat with the heels. So
I was just about to say that. Come to my house like that. Just call me and say what you want. I'm not doing nothing.
But let me tell you what energy I was on. I got the 2 o'clock phone call. Nigga, we grabbed the robe and the slides. You feel me? Like, we pulled up in the robe and the slides. You know what type of time it was. You feel? She's like, yo, this is equivalent to the trench coat and it is.
Yes.
Now lay down.
Do what you want some. I will walk to your motherfucking house. It's that serious. And I think that's the thing is that there are, first of all, ladies, and I say this, and this goes for Femmes and studs. Stop telling me people they got big dick energy when they don't.
They lie.
Be real to them.
There it go.
If they giving you trash head, say that shit to their ass. Don't let these studs walk around here with the big head knowing they ain't shit. Because guess what happens? Then y'all look at us. Y'all look at us like, well, you just like them. No, take me with you. One of these things is not like the other. It's me. Get me out this fucking pool with these immature asses. And I'm being real. And if you're mad about it, guess what? Check yourself. Check yourself. If I've pissed off any stud by what I've said, look yourself in the mirror. Check yourself. Because right now, these ladies are not playing games. And right now, if you want a healthy relationship, there are some amazing, beautiful, gorgeous Black women out here. Stop fucking them over. If you don't want them, if you can't do what they're asking, be honest and say, baby, I'm not ready. Let me take a moment. Let me figure out what I might get ready. Maybe you can show me something. But if you ain't got no tools, get your ass off the pool and sit on the side.
Tell them.
Let the big dogs handle these ladies, because baby, I'm tired. Look, I'm not dating for no play. I ain't trying to fuck just on strength of yesterday, tomorrow, or one night stand. I am looking for my wife. I want to put a ring on her finger and give her my last name. I don't have time to play.
Where the
So
big
I don't
dogs
want
at?
children coming to me. And they don't want no childlike studs coming to them. And
But where do we find these big dogs?
They don't exist. They don't exist. I've been looking.
Oh, we outside. We outside.
Look,
I be at the library.
I know a lot. Look,
I be at
a lot
work.
of us.
Like,
There's a lot of
I read. I'm a stud that read. I
Yeah.
read books. You can find me at the library.
yeah.
Invite me to the library. We gonna
You
be
feel
quiet.
me?
Look, yes.
That's
I'll
what
be
they
quiet.
told me. That's where
Go
you
to Best
find all
Buy.
the films. I ain't
Go to
found
Best
one
Buy.
yet, but you know, I'm gonna keep going.
Go to
I'm
Best
gonna
Buy.
keep going.
Go to Best Buy.
Okay, I'm going to the Best Buy. I'm going to the library.
And I ain't
I
gonna
gotta go to the library, the Best Buy. Where else? Y'all need to throw them out there. You said
I ain't gonna say,
outside.
look,
Where outside?
I ain't
Because
gonna
clearly
say
I'm
you
in the
can't
wrong
find somebody
outside.
decent in the church pool, but be careful. You
I
can
ain't going
find a
to the
couple of
church.
good films and studs in the church pool,
I don't do the
Baby,
church.
don't do it.
but be
I can
careful.
do, don't
Be
do it.
careful.
I can't do
Don't
the
do
church,
it.
but
Don't
I
do
be
it.
outside.
Outside.
But you gotta tell me
Look,
what part of
Mel,
outside.
me and Mel will be outside.
Yeah.
And
We
that's it.
outside.
I'll be at the
What
family
part?
cookout and I'll be at the kid party. Find me where you need to find me. Whatever
Somebody
you
got-
into.
Right now, somebody got to break into my house to find me because I'm not trying to be outside. I'm done. I'm over that.
B said she needs you to be in her bushes. She needs
you
somebody
ain't- you
outside looking in her bushes.
You don't gotta be in
Catch
the
me
bush.
going to work.
You can come in.
Right, that part.
Don't be worried.
Well,
And let me
all
say
I gotta
this.
say,
Let me say this too.
is
Let me say this too. Have a job when you approach these ladies. A real. Let me rephrase that.
Oh,
Let me take
have
that back.
a
Wait,
real
wait.
job.
Let me take that back. Have a career.
Please. I'm sorry.
Have a career. Have your own place. Not the place that 14 people live in and only 3 of y'all got a job. Okay? Not a place where you live with your mama. Unless, and there's nothing wrong with living with your mama. You know, because sometimes you got to, because your mama needs you. We got older parents, let's be real. Sometimes you got to. All right? But that's different. But and if you live with your ex, don't go holler at these women. Don't go holler at them. Don't go holler at them. If you separated, don't go holler at them. If you're not on your game and you ain't single, do not holler at these women. You know why? Because you make that shit harder for me, Mel, and Destiny. And we got shit to do.
That's
What about
it.
the
Like,
people
I'm
that's
31.
co-parenting the pets now? They're not even co-parenting babies. They co-parenting pets now.
All right, bro. If you don't take that dog over there and stop playing with me, don't play with
Don't
me.
nobody want to co-parent with Lucci.
No.
No, you can keep Lucci, honey.
Please some get out of jail free cards. You want to come to me because it got old and still no. I'm not. This is not Monopoly, baby. I'm not a get out of jail free card. Fix it or leave it. Like no.
Well, I think Bella, did you have anything you wanted to add to that really quick?
Bella happy over there. She good.
Bella said go to Best Buy.
Also, Bella
Yeah,
married,
Bella
so
just
she
Best
can
Buy.
Is that what we're saying?
Listen,
Go to
Honey,
Go to
it's a
Best
Best Buy
listen.
down the street. I think I need a cell phone charger or something.
Look, I'm going to Best Buy tomorrow.
I gotta find the Best Buy. I don't even think I got one in my city.
let me tell you guys, it was not something that I was searching for. I was single for a long period of time, and I was, willingly single. I wanted to be single because I wanted to learn to love me. I wanted to be able to say I love Bella, and for it to be 100, and not just me saying it because everybody's saying they love themselves. You understand what I mean? So that's another thing. Stop going around telling yourself, "Oh, I love me." Bitch, if you loved you, then why the fuck did you allow so and so and so and so to come in, mistreat you, mistreat mistreat your children? No. No. That's why meeting my wife, I say it all the time, was like the best thing ever because I dated studs and I've dated femmes. I've dated men as well. And none of them could actually accept me being a single parent because they weren't ready to be a parent themselves. They weren't willing to accept that role. So when I met my wife, which is funny, I asked her because I got in her car and you know what we do, ladies, we act like, something is behind us. So we kind of look behind to see what's in the back seat and shit. I looked and I saw a toy. So I asked her flat out, you have kids? And she was like, yeah, I had 2. I was like, oh, are they yours or,
because not a lot of studs, you know, have biological children, and not a lot of studs are accepting to state that they actually gave birth to their own kid. So she flat out was like, yeah, I gave birth to them, both of them. And I was just like, ooh.
Okay.
Ooh.
Amiana?
You just made her purr, you know, like, okay. Now I'm dealing with somebody that knows, you know, the BS that us mothers go through, because I'm thinking I'm coming in with one solid, like, ha, you coming in with two? So you know more than me. And she has a daughter and a son. So I only have a daughter. So I always wanted a son, and I still want a son, but you know, she said we're done. 3's enough.
Well.
She don't want number. She don't want an even number. She's good at the odds. But you have to get to the point where not only do you meet somebody that completes your circle, but you also have to meet somebody that's willing to, you know, say, hey, let's try that. Hey, I'm open to doing this. Hey, I'm a freak. I want to be on the bed and you taking over. Fuck the fact that I'm a stud. I got a woman, but babe, they could hear you. You know that, right?
She said stop putting her business out in the streets, girl. Like, come on now.
But no, she's the one that taught me that, because I've dealt with a lot of studs that were like stationary. Like, okay, you can give me head, but that's it. Or don't touch me, I'm gonna touch you not. You know, she was the one to be like, these are boobs. These are nipples. You know. You know, like, shit, I breastfed my kids. I want to breastfeed my wife. Like, and I was just like, oh, shit. Okay. So I could, like, you know, I could, like, be a toddler, or not even a toddler. Can I be an infant and you won't have a problem with it? And she would literally, like, and I'm like, oh, I like it.
Girl, you telling her business. All of her business.
That actually runs into one of our next questions that we have that we were going into, because a part of the dating is being open about your desires and needs, your fantasies, your kinks and fetishes and all of that. So before we get into that, I did want to ask really quickly, because we kind of touched on it. We always hear like red flags, what you don't want, what you don't want, what you don't want. Are there, like, if everybody could give me real quick, like one green flag that they look for? Off top, loyalty. Like one green flag that they look for when dating.
Loyalty.
I need communication. I need it. Communication.
Yeah. Communication. You said loyalty.
Communication too.
I think
communication too. I need you to be real rap raw with me. Yeah.
I think for me it's honesty. I think all of the things could kind of be taught if the person is willing to, because if you love somebody, you're willing to grow. But if you're honest with me, I can meet you where you are and help you get to where you need to be. Loyalty, that's a given once we're official. But loyalty to me, if you give it to me right off the bat, I'm questioning you. I'm a Scorpio. Don't trust nobody. Don't trust shit. But if you are honest with me and I want you, bro, to be loyal to me, I'm gonna respect you more. You feel me? But I think for me, it's honesty, because if you're honest with yourself and you can be honest with me, everything else is just a walk in life. And if somebody's worth it enough, you're willing to take that walk.
Destiny, I don't think I got yours, and Cupid.
I would say respect, because if you have like a basic respect for me, like it can grow into whatever we need it to be. But you know what I mean? Respect comes with certain things. Like, you know, if you have respect for me, you're going to have a level of honesty. You know what I mean? If you have respect for me, it's going to be a certain level of loyalty. And like, you know what I mean? Like, so if there's like a genuine like respect of like me and the things that I worked hard for, then that's an automatic green for me.
I feel it.
Absolutely.
I agree.
Waiting on yours.
I told you the youngin' gonna drop some gems. Y'all
She dropping. I said I apologize. I was wrong.
Oh yeah.
I apologize.
I think for me it's your respect. Respect yourself. I'm looking for you to have respect. I'm looking to see how you move. You know? Because if you don't move, if you don't respect yourself, I'm never gonna get it. And then you wasting my time, I'm wasting your time. I think that's a major thing is how you move. What I need to see. Then
I need to see how you handle money.
Then I know how you're gonna handle me.
Understood. You said you want to see how they handle money.
Yep. Because if you get a pay, because if you get a, because most of these, to be honest with you, most of these studs don't really have careers. Some that I have ran into, they do have careers, but they stuck at how they balance their finances. Because you get into a conversation with them, and you thinking, okay, we vibing and everything. All of a sudden, you're hearing like these stories about how they behind on their bills, they behind on their rent, and all type of stuff. What you need me to do, slide $40 on your nightstand or something? Like, what we doing? Because it just seems like if I'm a woman, I'm able to hold down my stuff. Why you can't hold down yours? Those are the type of questions I'm holding. So what exactly are we building? Because really, when someone get with me, you getting with me. Like, yes, I do have children, so, but I'm not looking for a parent for my kids. I'm already holding my kids down. So as far as being a provider and all that stuff, I got that. So I'm looking for somebody who's matching me or better. But if you already coming in the game and like you telling me about your finances, you talking about finances, and as soon as you get a paycheck, you at the club or you buy the next latest Jordans, what we doing?
Do
your
you have
priorities ain't right.
what your life insurance at? Do you got life insurance?
Yeah, exactly. Do you got a life insurance? What we doing?
Do you have a 401k?
What's up? If someone
Let me tell you, okay, we get together,
Okay.
I'm automatically putting an insurance policy on your ass, okay? I'm automatically, you cough, hey, babe, sign here. All right? Like, hell no. Like, no.
Yeah, because it's like, what are you investing in?
Exactly. Like I told y'all before, before I met her, I used to always be like, oh, I'm the older one. I know more. And she used to tell me, no, she's the older one in the relationship. I always struggled with keeping my credit score where it needs to be. I've always had that issue. I try to work on it. It wasn't something that I could actually do on my own, which comes with the whole healing situation. You need somebody to help you out because you need to heal your negatives that's in your lifestyle. And she was like, you know what? Let me help you out. Let me help you out real quick. Bing, placed me on her credit card. And I was like, no, I don't want to be a part of that. No, I don't want to owe nothing. And literally like a month later, I'm looking at my shit and it went up by 75 points. I said, baby, I love you. Give me a kiss in the mouth. I love you.
In the mouth,
like,
with the tongue down. I need you to touch the thing in the back of my throat.
Thank you. Shit. I was like, let's go have this Barbie doll, okay? Because yes, let's go have this Barbie doll. Okay, Cabbage Patch Kid type of yes, let's do it. Because I was just like, I was at an awe because it was like, listen, I've been trying to do this shit on my own for 20 plus years and I couldn't, get it to get where it needed to get. And here you are, you come out of nowhere and you're like, she didn't even ask me permission because she knew my information just like I knew her information. She just went and she added without even asking me.
She added
and came back and was like, here's your card.
I think that also comes down to the fact of maturity and what she's looking at, what people are looking at. There are so many studs that see y'all and they want the cookie. That's it. Just trying to get the cookie.
And then what?
That's it. That's all they got to give is they just want to give you they just want the cookie. And then when you start looking and peeling off that that onion, you find out that, and I'm not knocking nobody because a job is a job. You got that hustle, get another hustle. If I'm trying, I don't mind if my woman makes more money than me. Let me just say that. I work in nonprofit. Any woman that I get was gonna make more money than me. Okay? Because nonprofit is a thankless job. It pays your bills. And if you know how to work it, you can do some more things. But I know that I don't have a problem with that. But I also know how to hustle. So what I do with my job that pays my bills, I'll hustle so that if she wants something or if we need to get this or if we need, those are things that you're looking at that person. And as you are conversing with them, you're learning the fact that, they don't manage money well. And they need to be with somebody who can, or somebody who can direct them. You know what I'm saying? So it is it's a joint thing. And I think that's where you get to find. That's why I say, I got to see how you roll. I got to see how you handle yourself. If every single time we get together, you're broke, or you're crying the blues, or those kind of things, we got to ask ourselves, maybe you doing too much, maybe you spending in the wrong space. Let's look at some stuff. But I think that's a maturity, it's a mature conversation that a lot of studs do not know how to have. I'm not saying all. There are a large portion of them that do not know how to have that kind of conversation.
Very large.
Go ahead, Keisha. I see your hand.
The money thing is a huge thing, and I can be transparent because Cupid said to be me. My last relationship was not the greatest, and when I say I walked away from everything, I walked away from everything. Whatever said in that car was in that car, and that's what that was. And I wanted to date. I truly did. I wanted to date. I wanted to get to know somebody. I did not like not having somebody. But one thing, going back to the therapy, my therapist had to check me on. She said, "You make this whole list of what you want from somebody. Can you offer the same in return?" When I tell you I had to clutch my pearls and take that big, I was like, damn, did she just come from my throat like that? But it humbled me to say, what was my goal? What was it that I needed? If I'm asking for this and the person that I want, then I have to be able to match it. It's kind of like what B was saying, hey, are you here or are you here? And I think that's important, and to be transparent. Going back to us talking about being transparent about things. And I think Bella was saying, hey, my credit score went here. Hey, you know what? If I want somebody with good credit, what did I need to do in order to do that? And it's okay if some people are okay with knowing that you're working towards it, but you have to show that you're truly working towards it. Because I can say, oh yeah, I'm trying to do this, and then you be like, well, dang, I thought you said you was, yeah. I stayed on somebody's couch for a few months to stack up my money to get my own shit in my own shit. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not knocking nobody for doing that, but make sure you know what the end goal is. Because I'm sorry, again, goes back to I done worked too damn hard to lose everything that I came to, and I had to be real with me to say I don't have shit to offer you. You can't come to my house. You can't come spend the night. I'm always got to go to your house. And I feel some kind of way if somebody always had to come to my house. You know, I'm like, hell no, we can't ever go to your house, like not ever, never. No. So we like no. So I think too, that's where that part comes into. You have to be real when it comes to that money. You got to be real where you are in I think Tiff said to sit in your shit in that part. Yeah. Absolutely, yes, hands down.
And there's a difference between
having
a conversation about money and being a gold digger. Okay, there are some films.
Let's be real, gold diggers.
Let's be real. There's some films out there. They just want you. They looking for, they think that we sugar daddies. I'm not.
Who don't put it past the studs? They don't never gonna know where to live. They gotta come live with you. We ain't gonna skip
hobos. They want to come stay with you.
Wait a minute, hold on. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
They want to eat your kids' snacks. They want to be the first one to be added to your insurance. But they want to. But they're not going to replace it though. I don't mind y'all eating the snacks, but replace the shit though, because I don't give food stamps. So at the end of the day, replace the shit.
Like I'm gonna eat their snacks in my house, and then we gonna.
I ain't knocking nobody who gets stamps, but I'm just saying I gotta go buy groceries off the muscle. Like, so at the end of the day, if you eat my shit, you need to replace that bitch. Now y'all be in here lounging on my.
How about I bring my own snacks?
How about you buy some groceries?
No, wait, time out. I understand you have children. I understand that you have your mindset on a certain thing that you got in your pocket, the way you run your money. So how about I bring some groceries to the table in the beginning? How about I walk in the door with 2-3 bags of shit that maybe some of that I like that we can put away for me. That way I'm not interfering with your budget with your kids. Come on, guys. Think about
just know
before you start. And guess what? I ain't trying to get the cookie. I'm trying to be, hey, we cooling, we chilling, we having a good time. And if you're trying to get the cookie, do right by the girl.
But the moment we break up, I'm taking all the bologna. I'm taking the bread, cheese. I'm taking the fruit snacks. I'm taking the light bulb out the microwave. Like, I'm not, bro. I'm taking all that back, bro. Taking all that back.
Oh, you petty.
Nah, this is what I learned. Like, in dealing with femmes and whatever. Like, I didn't help. And I didn't dated older femmes. They were always like 10 plus years older than me. Right. So I feel like I got a good.
Right, talk good.
You feel what I'm saying? I didn't help, you know what I mean? I didn't help raise kids. I didn't like, help them with credit. I didn't like, you know what I mean? I'm doing everything. And the one time I asked for something, I was like, it was Sweetie's Day. I ain't get shit for Valentine's Day. I'm like, I'm sitting there, I'm like, oh, what's going on? Is there a holiday for me? Like,
right.
like, what's going on? And she looked me dead in the face and was like, nah, this what you supposed to do.
You said you ain't packed my shit and left.
Yeah, but like this what I'm so.
You ain't getting up for Valentine's Day.
Bro, I ain't getting up.
We don't do that over here.
No.
Once again, there is a difference between a mature woman who wants to have a conversation with you about finance and a woman who's trying to dig in your pocket.
Exactly.
Because a woman who wants to have a conversation about finance wants your pocket to be thick. She wants that wallet to be fat. She's not trying to take out of it. She's trying to help you put shit in
Add to it. Yes.
Okay.
Because I want to retire and get old.
Because I know somebody's gonna say something about, well, there's some women out there want. Yes, we understand there's a difference. We don't want the gold diggers. I ain't got time for the shit.
Not at all.
I can do bad all by. Look, if you're talking about fucking up finances, I can do bad all by myself. I've proven it. I don't need no help.
Yeah,
Can I ask a question just to piggyback off of what Destiny said? I get a lot, especially with my podcast, I get a lot of studs that they contact me because they are professional, they are the providers, they are stepping up, they are doing everything that they're supposed to do, like because they're masculine presenting, but they have a woman that's not feeding into that are spoiled, because of course they spoiled. But then when you guys are met with that's what you're supposed to do, how do you feel?
Right.
Like, well, bitch, like, what are you supposed to do? That's what I want to know. Like, what are you? Okay, if this is my role and I'm still a female, you feel me? Like, I was like, what are you supposed to do? What are you taking care of? These kids was here before I got here. You feel me? So that's something that you were supposed to do anyway. So like, what is it that you doing for me? You feel me? So what are you supposed to do? Ain't this something to be like? We all together, we all whatever, which is why, like, in a relationship, we have, like, my thing is now we have to maintain two separate places for a little while. You feel me? I need to see what you got going on there. If this what I'm supposed to do, you know what I mean? Like, can you keep up your half? Can you keep up what's going on? Because what if I'm down? Because I've been in situations where, like, I had to get my mental right. I had to get, you know what I mean, my physical health together. So I was really down. So, like, you know what I mean? Can you pick up where I left off? And it's very discouraging when, like, you know what I mean, when you capable of doing the same thing I could do, and then you don't do nothing, but it's my job.
Yeah, that's horrible.
Like, girl, like, what the hell? Like, what is you doing?
That's horrible.
I got something to say.
Here's
Hold on
something
one
else.
second. Are we gonna throw it to Cupid, and then I'm gonna get to Mel because she's been waiting. So go ahead, Cupid.
There are things. If you allow me to just be me, here's a credit card. Here. Look, I just need. Can I get spending money, baby? Because I know we all got.
Can I get spending?
You know what I'm saying? If you understand, that's the thing is if you understand each other and we understand, like she said, we've had this conversation. That's the thing. Fucking stop trying to get. Let's put it this way: stop fucking and start talking.
Hallelujah.
Because if I'm trying to, I'm gonna say this in effect of now there's a difference. Now if we on a smash and grab because you look good, I look good, we ain't trying to be in no relationship. Do what you do. But if you're looking for a relationship, understand. First of all, if you want me to do, like Destiny said, if you want me to be responsible for some shit, I need all my love language to be met, baby. I need you to be that sexy. If I say I want a woman in some heels, and I want you to have I need you to have a martini in your hand when I walk in the door, I will rock all, hey, what you need, 5-6 jobs I will be a Jamaican. It's not a problem. If you are providing me with
Go
what
ahead,
I need,
daddy.
if you are providing me with what I need, I will do whatever it takes to ease all that. Okay. Now I'm not saying you ain't got to go to work, because in today's society, we probably need 5 or 6 more people to put their check in. But if we can work with what we
Polly,
got,
look, Polly.
you know what I'm saying? But but you know what I'm saying? I think that's the thing, is that you gotta, I'm with Destiny. Let's see how you handle your household, because I gotta handle mine. And then we come together. Right? And we talk
I
about
agree.
that coming together. We talk about how that looks. You can start while we, your girlfriend, while we living in 2 different homes, get a credit card, $300 limit on it. Get her one, you got the same card. She got one, you got one. Just you put it in the pocket, baby. That's emergency. Because sometimes we all know shit happens. I can't be everywhere you are to protect you. You can't be everywhere with me. When shit happens, I need to be able to say, babe, I need to be able to use the card for a minute. Okay, go ahead. It's a conversation, and finances will fuck your relationship up if you have not had these conversations. Because like Jesse said, what happens if I catch a cold? I can't go to work for 3-4 days. What if I got no sick time? What if I got no sick time? My check small. I need to be able to know that you got me, just like when you sick and I got to have you. Those are crucial things, and you have to talk about everything if you are looking for a healthy relationship. If you're just looking to have fun in the street, then have fun in the street. There are people out there that want to have fun in the street with you. They will spend all your money, and and they know only this. This is all they know. They don't know who this is, but they know who the fuck that is. And if that's okay with you, rock that. But don't go bother these ladies, studs, if you're not trying to be in a relationship. They will let you know, I'm looking for this. If you're trying to just get the cookie and you want it from that one, sell up. Say, hey, Keisha, this is what I really want. Keisha gonna say, I'm either down or I'm not.
You might catch me on the right day.
You might.
But honestly, don't play with her if she's telling you she's looking for her one and only build something with.
And that's the reason why I was more than happy to be in the situation and the relationship and the love that I'm in right now. Because when I spoke to her and I asked her, what are you looking? She said, I'm looking for a wife. Oh, you're going to get that. And less than a week within our relationship, she got sick. And mind you, her grandmother is a pastor. I walked into grandma's house and politely asked, excuse me, pastor, may I please use your kitchen because your granddaughter is sick and I want to make her some stew. I got the go ahead and I made soup for the whole family so that nobody else would get sick. Took care of the babies and everything. And that shit surprised the shit out of her because she's in the prayer room working, helping out her grandmother and whatever. And I walk in with a tray in my hand with soup in my hand. And she's like, wait, what the fuck? Where'd you come from? Like, she didn't even know I was in the kitchen cooking this whole damn time. I'm in the kitchen for like a good 30, 45 minutes. She didn't even know. So sometimes you have to listen to what the person who you are trying to get with is telling you. Because sometimes when they say what I say is what I mean, it's just that. What they say is what they mean. So if you want to take it as, it's just talk. It's all talk. No, that's going to be a red flag because at the end of the day, you're not actively listening to what the person that you're trying to be with is telling you. So if they come up to you on some, listen, your hair was fire, but I'm not looking for a relationship. But you are looking for a relationship, then bitch, guess what? Stop giving out that fire-ass head to bitches that don't deserve the shit. Stop staying down there for like 30 minutes, trying to make them nut 9 times. Bitch, give them the 2 nuts and get this fucking step in.
Okay, wait. No.
We gotta go for the championship every time.
Thank you.
I'm not giving
give
you
your
the
A game, boys. Give your A game.
No. If you don't deserve it, you're not gonna get it.
One second. No, we need to get to Mel though.
I'm not being embarrassed.
Mel, go ahead.
Well, I was gonna comment on when Shorty was like, if she hits you with that's what you're supposed to do. For me, personally, you're a little girl. That's number one, because I've already grown out of that. But 9 times out of 10, what I realize with women that think on that level or could even breath that out of their mouth, they don't even know what I'm supposed to do. They have not reached a space where receiving what they deserve is in their mind frame. So instead, they're out to look for what they can get. And women like that, I had to learn to pull myself away from, because naturally I'm a giver. Naturally, I'm a protector. I'm a healer. This is in my day going to work. This is in my, like, at work today, I ordered some food I did not like. I fed the other workers at the job because I don't believe in throwing it out. This is just naturally who I am. You're like, well, thank you for letting me be the person that received it. You know what I mean? But so if a female approaches you on some shit like that, it's like, yo, like, what do you mean? Like, and then I also stop and I think, because again, here we go with learning where somebody's in their healing part and learning where somebody's still living in their first set of lifestyles. And if you're on that level, then I already know you're mental not there. As far as knowing what I'm supposed to do, I already know what I'm supposed to do. Like, there's a handbook. And it's funny because most of the women that I encounter in these days, and it breaks my heart, this handbook no longer applies to them. So when I do this, and this is basic, like when I held your jacket at the movies, it's because I took you on a date. It don't even mean I know if I like you like that yet. Like, this is a regular thing. This is what you're supposed to do. When I opened that door, this was the regular thing. But I haven't even reached the point of liking you yet, because I'm still learning you. I'm intrigued. And for you, it's like, oh my God, oh, no, baby, don't do that. Don't fall over here yet, because I ain't ready to catch you. But the standard is so low nowadays that little stuff like that take them to levels. And I'd be like, yo, like, I'm not even doing, that's regular stuff. That's stuff I'll do for the man that got a crutch on his leg right now. And we know he ain't getting nothing. But I'll do that for him because he got a crutch on his leg. You feel me? So it becomes certain things to me. It don't be a red flag, it be a no flag. It don't even cross my mind to even call you back. It don't, because I know you're not even in a stage to receive the person I am. Let's long be able to grow in a way. I tell people real quick, I don't mind taking a step back to hold somebody's hand to help them forward. But what I'm not going to do is walk backwards. There's a difference. I'll take a quick step, help you where you need to go. But at the same time, because I guess for me, everybody's different. You may be better in this part of your life, and I may be better in this part, and it may work for us. So I don't never look down on nobody. But at the same time, we're not doing none of that, because it's so sad. Like, women is so broken. It's so, and I say this because it's the truth. Like I said, people say this is what they want, and I tell them real quick, you like the idea of me because this is what you said you wanted. This is naturally who I am. And now that you got it, you'd rather go over there where you can complain, kick, and scream so you can have something to talk about than to sit down and be like, oh shit, this is real? Like, this is happening? So it's a process. But like I tell anybody, I still be who I am, because even in that moment, I opened up your eyes. I gave you a glimpse of what reality could be like for you. It may not be for me, but I gave you the starting process to learn to dig deep to find out what you deserve, because those are bare minimums. And I will always do that. I will always give just enough in the world that I leave somebody way better than I left them. I don't give a fuck who it is.
Period.
That's the Scorpio thing, baby. Gang, gang.
Scorpios is big.
Gang.
Exactly. We have to get to Keisha, and then we're gonna end it off with Tish, because I want to make sure everybody can sound off. So go ahead, Keisha.
I was gonna kind of touch on Bella, Destiny, and Mel when she said that her wife said she was looking for a wife. A lot of times we say we want to be a wife, but we really don't know what that means and what that looks like. And so therefore I encourage women, period, understand what a wife is, understand what that looks like. And I don't mean going to your homegirl or what have you. When I became a wife, I had my stepmom. She old school. She said, "You want to be a wife? What does that look like?" Well, I'm doing it. She said, "Baby, you have no clue what being a wife is. Find a someone that you can sit at their feet and understand what a wife is and what it looks like to run that household. And instead of saying, oh, I'm wifey material, but are you really? Are you really wifey material? Do you know what that looks like to be an actual wife? Do you know what it looks like when your partner say, baby, pay $50 on that light bill? You know, good and damn well that light gonna get cut off because the bill $100. And can you say, okay, I'm gonna let you sit in that, and when them damn lights get cut off, I'm gonna go light that goddamn candle because I'm gonna take heed to what you said. Now, when them lights come back on, I might cut your ass out. But in that moment, I'm not gonna make you feel bad because you was running the household the way that you saw fit. A lot of people don't understand that's what it's like to be a wife. Sometimes you do have to sit there and say, okay, I'm gonna be quiet. And not because that person is you're being submissive. And a lot of times a lot of women don't like that word submissive, but you have to be submissive in your relationship, and that's a give and take. You have to be able to sit there and submit to your partner, submit to the person that you are with, but also being submissive. Don't be dumb. You got to be able to lead. If you want somebody to submit to you, are you a leader? That's period, hands down. And like what Mel was saying, hey, I'm gonna open the door. A lot of times women get so excited that the door is open, but do you understand this was supposed to happen?
Exactly.
It's supposed somebody's supposed to open your door. Somebody's supposed to say, you go in front of me. Somebody's supposed to say, no, don't touch that doorknob. But sometimes we as women have been with so many people, or females, whatever your preference is, we've been in so many toxic relationships that we don't even understand what our worth and what our value is. And when someone like Mel or Amber or Destiny or Tish or Bella or V steps up and do those things that should already be done, that we should know that, hey, this is something that we're supposed to receive anyway. And his first things, oh my God, they love me, girl. They opened the door, bitch. That's what the fuck they supposed to do.
That's a red flag.
I told him I was trying to look at that ass. So I had to go.
No, but it's the truth. Like she said, like, okay, when you open the door, like when the stud opens the door for me, I get in the car, but I do reach over and open the door for her as well.
I was about to say that.
At the end of the day, we're still both women.
Yeah.
We still both women. So chivalry goes both ways. I'm showing I appreciate the fact. And at the same time, Bella knows it depends on what purse I'm carrying. It's what I got in my purse. So I need to make sure you get in this vehicle. Whether I like you or not, I need to make sure you get in this vehicle safely. You feel me? So like, I'm gonna open this door because I need you to get in this car safe. That's just the protector in me. That don't mean I want to, like, that don't mean we go together real bad. It's just something I'm supposed to do.
We out together, exactly. And I just think so we need to understand our worth a little bit more. And then I also feel like it's our job to teach the next one, the older or the younger next to us that we see. Hey, like, no, listen, let her open that door for you. Just sit back. You don't always have to be in control. Sometimes we as Femmes, we so independent that we so tired of depending on people, and we allow people to come in and do things that when we do get somebody that wants to say, hey baby, let me get there, we be like, sure, what you want?
She's so independent that sometimes she forgets that you need to stop and allow me to take over just a little bit. Just a little bit, you know? But it's not her fault. It's just sometimes we are so used to being mom and dad, and I'm only speaking about the ones that are parents here. We're so used to being mom and dad to our children that we're not used to somebody else coming in and actually taking over and doing the job that they're supposed to do without being asked actually do it. You understand what I mean?
Especially if you're a single parent.
Like exactly.
Yeah, and I want to kick it over to Tish, and then I'll bring it back to you, B. Because I want to make sure.
No way, because I know we doing that thing that I know we been ghetto, and you've been trying to be nice to us in a way to keep pushing us on and stuff. So I can answer on the next question and stuff, because I feel like everybody has said everything, and I just repeating it in a different type of way.
All right, B, you have one last thought to go through.
You on mute.
We can hear you.
Sorry. When you guys are saying that, you know, that they're overly independent and things like that, that's part of the healing journey. I also learned in my process of healing that I'm a high functioning, I struggle with high functioning depression and high functioning anxiety, which is it works against each other.
Yes, it does.
Oh, we lost your volume again, B.
You unmuted. It just went away.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we hear you.
Can you hear me now? Okay, so it's dealing with high functioning depression and high functioning anxiety is that we're always on go because our mind is going 24/7. So sometimes as Black women, we're taught not to feel. We're taught to just keep pushing and keep going. So that's one of those trauma responses that I feel like as women from studs to femme that we need to acknowledge and address because yes, we say that we're highly independent and stuff. It's not that we're highly independent. We don't know anything different. We're so used to having to do it. We're so used to, you know what, if I don't do it, who else is going to do it? Yes, as parents, that's the mentality we got. Even sick, I'll take my ass to work. Bella, you know it. I'll be at work next day out of surgery. I'll be at work. You know what I'm saying? But that's what we were conditioned to believe. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like if you find a safe space or you find a partner that is trying to alleviate that, maybe y'all should touch base on those things because most of us Black women are dealing with high functioning depression. Some of us are dealing with high functioning anxiety. Your mind is on go 24/7 because we were taught to believe if we're not doing it, we're failures. We're not good enough. We're not at this and that. Then you get into these relationships and then you get cheated on by somebody you thought so highly of and you were pouring into. And then once again, you're being shown you're not good enough. So it's like, yes, we're supposed to have this self-love, but then how are we supposed to have this self-love if our value is always taken away?
And it's also dealing with the fact that some of us who come from different cultures too have that mentality twice higher because not only are we Black women, we're mothers and all that, but speaking on the fact that I'm from the Caribbean, it's like there's certain things that I know for a fact I can't allow somebody else to do for me. I have to do it for my child. I have to do it for me. Like she's just stated, like I've been around her to the point where she had surgery and she was trying to get up the next day. Mind you, she's on bed rest. She's trying to get up the next day to go pick up her kids from school. And I'm like, baby girl, I'm right here. Lay your ass down. I'll go get the kids. And it's the same for me. Like I'll speak on one surgery. I had a myomectomy, removing of fibroids. Literally, I'm not supposed to be up and at it. Guess who 4 hours after having surgery was trying to get up and go take a shower? Me. Because I didn't want to wait on the PCT because that bitch was taking too fucking long. I kept clicking on the button and she wasn't coming. I like to be fresh.
My best friend came over and helped me, but me.
Like it's just I don't know. I don't even want to call it a natural reaction because it's not natural for us to do that. We need to be able to like allow others to help us, but because it's installed in our brains that guess what? Ain't shit nobody gonna do for you. So you gotta do it for yourself. So you forget that shit, I'm supposed to be healing. I'm supposed to be giving my body the chance to get back to where it needs to be. So instead of waiting, we're just like, okay, fuck it, I could do it on my own. Oh, you don't want to come? Hold on, let me go ahead and tighten this damn IV real quick. Disconnect myself. Thank you.
Yo, for real.
I'm out the bed.
And you know, Bella, honey, I was quick to break myself out the hospital.
Listen, I had surgery one time. They discharged me and they asked me, oh, who's coming to pick you up? Oh, my mom's downstairs.
Nobody was there.
No, but listen, guess who got caught at the red light by the doctor that just had her surgery the day before?
Oh, damn.
Literally, I'm hearing somebody honking at me. I'm like, what the fuck? Who the fuck is honking at me? I look, I'm like, shit. I just got caught. And mind you, I had just literally, like, within, God honest truth, like probably an hour prior, was given morphine. So I should not have been driving at fucking all.
Well, I've done it too, and I be praying on a wing and a prayer, like between me,
ain't
God.
Nobody coming to pick me up. Ain't nobody coming to pick me up.
But nobody touch bases on that. We just taught that we have to do it. So it's some people are like, oh yeah, you're overly independent, or you're just, oh, you're aggressive or whatever. But when you got no choice, you got no choice. So how do you break out of that to be in a healthy relationship?
It's when you find somebody that, again, when you get with people That's that part where some people are better at better things than others. Like how, for
Mhm.
instance, what you call it said her credit score. So Shorty said, fuck that. We're not even waiting for you to give me any excuses. We're not even falling into your bad habits. I'm going to just step up and do that. But then in return, when she was sick, Shorty was like, yo, I got you because you thought she was about to get up and get them kids. It's the same thing. Because at the end of the day, that's where that second part of the healing comes in, where it's like, yo, you can't do it all by yourself. Sometimes you need somebody to reflect outward so that you can further reflect inward, because you can't see all that you're doing because these are behaviors and habits that we've taught ourselves throughout time and how to survive. So like, it's like, for instance, I had a shorty, she said she want to take me on a date. I let her take me on a date. Literally, I was texting going with my daughter. She's like, yeah, I'm gonna kiss your hand. So I literally let her do everything. I've never, and it was the funniest thing to me. It tickled my soul. She's like, go find us a table. And I went back to the bar after I found the table. I'm like, oh, I think I'm supposed to sit over there and wait for her. Like, because again, it's funny. She's in a dress and heels, but this is how she wants to do this. So I'm allowing, because now I'm in my soft boy era where I'm trying to see how that goes. You feel me? I want to meet women that's like that. So therefore, you gotta let it happen. But it was the funniest thing because she's leading me and she's holding my hand. And you know, the masculine in me, some dude said something to us, and I was like, hold on, because now the nigga back out. I gotta take care of that. But don't go on, proceed, and we can go on with the date. And it was funny because she's thinking she's doing this, and I'm loving every minute of it. I don't even know how to explain it. I still, like I said, talk about it. But for me, I would follow her just to follow her behind. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I was following her, so here, let her be, because I like what I see. But also, in hindsight, I can really say that was another part of that feminine energy in me that I tend to push away because I don't identify with it as much. That was also healing. That little girl in me that didn't have a father or have somebody that did those things and show me what that looks like. I do it because I know it's supposed to be done for females. But at the same time, I'm still a female. So what part of that in me gets nourished or taken care of? I mean, I do it for myself. I go get my feet done. I go take both baths. But to have somebody else do it for you and see how that looks, it was like, whew, somebody spent the room on me. You feel me? But I let it happen. I did, because again, you can't say that you don't get something if you don't allow it to happen when somebody's trying to do it. But for me, I found it hilarious. Like, I did. And the whole time she ran around the car, opened up the car door, ran back around. Like, and I was like, oh, this is what I be looking like. But it also gives you a moment to also reflect on what you look like. That's why it's like gender roles is cool, but I'm not masculine because I want to be a man. I'm masculine because I'm a protector. I'm masculine because this is what the fuck I do. And I do it the best. But at the same time, I still know that now I'm a female. Now I don't have those problems. When I was a younger stud coming out from the 90s, you had to choose a side, and you needed to be more on one side so that when you get discriminated against, it wasn't as bad. But as you get older, no. First of all, I'm not getting the hairline right now with these dreads because you're not pushing my shit back to the tip of my neck. We're not doing that. However, you can tell by the things I wear and the things that I do that I'm the masculine one in this situation. At the end of the day, though, when I get home and my cycle come on and I'm in excruciating pain, yes, baby, I want you to go grab that heat and pad. Yes, I need my medicine. Yes, please give me a back rub. Like, you understand what I'm saying? Oh, trust me, these feet are done. You can give me a feet rub. And all of those things now come now that I'm learning to also love on myself, because intimacy is more than just that. And that was a part of my problem. Like, I was never touched me not only because I didn't want to be touched, but it was the intimacy part of it. It was the giving the control part of it for me. And then I had to learn that it's okay. And I had several people to sit down and tell me that. But you couldn't just tell me that. You had to show me that. Like I said, if you can do something, you can do it. But if you can't, trust me, please don't, because you're going to fuck with my mental. And that's when my mental get messed up. And I can't be good for either one of us. You know what I mean? But like, you got to find somebody that is able to identify where your weaknesses is or your not so strong suits and want to bring those out of you. You got to be uncomfortable to grow. So that person has to make you do those things and not, oh, get the fuck over here and do it. But no, let's go do it together. Okay, you say you don't know how to read like that? Don't worry. I'm about to lay on your lap and read to you at night as a part of us being intimate, because what's that going to do? Intrigue you because you're intrigued by me. You feel me? Oh, you have problems studying? I'm not going back to college, but I help you.
Right.
So that's where it comes from.
And way that we need to look at that as far as like growing and everything. And that honestly kind of leads into our next topic that we're going to go ahead and get to. With that is because we have a subject where we're talking about relationships, label roles, heteronormative structures and dynamics when it comes to these lesbian relationships, because let's be honest, most of the time that's where people are coming from. When they're in these relationships, it's almost like we forget that we're two women, and it's clearly there's a man in the relationship, there's a woman in the relationship, and that's how a lot of people kind of tunnel vision when it comes to these dynamics. So some of the questions that we have on there, of which, I mean, I can kind of tell by the group that we have that not everybody kind of stereotypically kind of devotes themselves to these heteronormatives, but are there certain like dynamics that you feel like are important in the relationship, where there is a clear, because I'm in my masculine energy, this is what I'm going to do, because I'm in my feminine energy, this is what I feel like I need to do, kind of going back to that same question of this is what you're supposed to do, and different things like that. And generationally, is there a difference to that? Because I know, Destiny, you said that you primarily dated older women, so you're kind of, your mindset may be a little different than somebody who's older and how they do that. And I'm gonna lead off with Tish because she's been very patient. So I'm gonna lead off with Tish first, and then I'm gonna come around to everybody else.
So I guess for me, like, it's about, again, communication and knowing your partner. Like, you gonna know if you and I date, I don't like taking out trash and I don't like pumping gas, right? I don't. That's the thing. Call me a girl, whatever. But I'm single now and have been by choice. And who else gonna take out the trash and pump the gas? So it's something that's gonna happen. But that's where communication is big for me. Maybe if we gonna go ahead and we gotta talk about it. If you like this and you like that and you want to do that, that's fine. I'm an open one. I can date a femme or a stud. So it's not like I'm going into that, because if it's two feminine women, you ones who gonna take out the trash then? You know, we gonna rock, paper, scissors, or we gonna have dates. We gonna have. As long as we communicate, and you like, well, babe, I'm gonna do. It could be I do Monday, Wednesday, Friday. You do this and that. We have to communicate, and that's my own. I don't care what they do or who them or how that. When you take those clothes, don't let the clothing define you, okay? Because it starts to be like I wear this or this. No, because if you got on, I put on some basketball shorts and t-shirts and look like I'm a stud taking the trash out. I don't care for all of that. I don't care to have to. I don't mean, if it's for you and you need that just for clarity and just to speak to things, baby, we can make this be whatever we want this to be. It ain't nobody there. Mind your motherfucking business. Mind your business. How do you even know what we doing up in here? Who business is it? Nobody needs to know our business. Nobody needs to know that you do this on Tuesday and I do it on Thursday. You know, mind your business. That's how I feel about that. Roles and things. If I know that you're a more masculine facing woman and I know that it's certain things, baby, you can have it. I ain't here to fight you. Whatever you need for me to do, whatever it takes for you to get this, I'm a safe place. I don't give a damn about none of that. And I want you to be one for me. I want you to be that. We got to go out in the world, do all this stuff with all these other people. When I come home to you, I ain't trying to think of another gender role. I ain't trying to think of another, nothing. I want you like a gas station. I'm coming to get my feel on you. I've been everywhere else with everybody else. And what I want to do right now is just you. It ain't gotta be this you or that you. Like, no, I don't feel like it, and I don't like it. And I understand why it works for some people, but I would say for me personally, somebody who can date a stud, femme, STEM, you know, you just gotta kind of be a woman and stuff because I'm gay. So whatever we need to do, I have to figure it out. It's between you and I. We need no approval. Hey, y'all, what you know? It ain't what nobody else think. What do we think? What works for us? What's comfortable for you? What's comfortable for me? It's about us. That's how I feel about all the gender roles. I don't.
All right, so I'm gonna hit Destiny, and then I'm gonna hit it to you, B.
All right. Well, first off, femmes be treating studs like we ugly. Like, you feel me? Like, you act like if I don't put on the same outfit you got on, like, I'm not gonna slay your shit. Like, you feel me? Like, I mean, it don't, but it's like, you know, but like, I noticed like in my relationships, like, you know, they think because I dress masculine or whatever, you know what I mean, that it can't get like that. You know what I mean? Like, nah, shorty, I just dress this way. You know, I just act like, you feel me? This is just what I am. But please don't get it twisted. You feel me? Like, if you piss me off bad enough, girl, I'm going out to the club with you in your heels. You feel me? And shit. And like, that's just going, you know, you gonna see what it really is. Like, I don't like all that. But like, you know, when I first start like dating like with women and whatnot, like I always got like male pronouns, male. And you know, after a while, like, you know, I grew up in like a religious house. I didn't even know what gay was. I was just doing gay shit. Like, I didn't know what a lesbian was. I didn't know what a stud was. All I know was that if you mess with the same sex, it was, you know, something was wrong with that, you know. All I know was that something was wrong with what I was doing. At least that's what, you know, the message came to me was. And so, like, you know, after a while, like, you know, I'm getting every female I'm with, just it's male this, or, you know, every time they friends come around, you know, I'm getting weird questions, like, you know, like, do you wear your strap outside, or like something? And it don't be that, like, you know, like, I'm really like, all my life I've been really funny about my hands. Like, I don't like, I really don't play about my hands. So I don't really like hard label. I like, if I get a cut on my hands, it's a problem. So like, you know, but that doesn't mean that I won't take out the trash. I won't, you know, do whatever. It's just really what we talk about. But when I finally got with somebody that didn't really put too much emphasis on the masculine side and basically transform what I was, like, you know, I'm a female, but you keep giving me all these masculine and male roles and keep comparing me to a male, and all of a sudden I got testicles. You know what I mean? Like, but when I finally got with a, you know, somebody that was softer, I realized I was like, oh, you know what I mean? Like, it is, for me, it was more psychological. The hetero roles, it starts being a psychological game, especially like coming from how I grew up. Like, you know, like, yeah, I'm used to heterosexual stuff, and, you know, my parents didn't really talk about the dynamics of a relationship. Like, you know, this is what a partner's supposed to do, and this is what a male is, this what, you know, it just kind of happens. So like, when I finally got into like a space where it was just like, all right, you know, we're doing this equally, it changed, you know, like, it softens you up, and like, it puts that, I was always built on survival, and that's where my dominance came in. That's where my masculine energy, it was based in my survival mode. And once I got to a safe place and realized I didn't have to do that, like, you start seeing shit not from a traumatic standpoint, and then it goes, why am I doing this? Like, why am I, like, you know, like, so are you really saying because, you know, I like putting on polo boxers, that I really, this is what I have to do. I have to like this. I have to do that. Like, when they told me studs couldn't wear tampons, it blew me. I ain't know.
You gonna put the pad in the boxer piece?
Yeah, I was
No.
I swear that's how I came up in the game. They told me there's like studs don't wear tampons. I said, fuck that.
No.
I'm like, I don't know. Well, where am I supposed to? What do I do with it?
No, that's a personal call.
So it's just like one of those things. I think it's just, it depends on who your partner is and what your comfortability is. But as far as norms and like labels and shit, I just think that gets in the way of more important shit that y'all could be talking about.
So do you believe, and kind of go this before I go to you, B, because I've, in my line of work, working in the community, I've run into a thing where femmes, some, not all, obviously, hold very tightly to this, studs, you gotta be the man, you the man. And I've actually gotten in arguments with femmes where she ran a list of, my stud can't do this, my stud can't do that. And at the end of her list, I'm like, baby girl, you want a man. That all you just described was a man. Like, you don't want a woman, because a woman can't do all of the stuff that you just did. So I definitely understand that, but I also have worked with a lot of masculine centered women, studs, who are like, my femme got to do this and that, she's got to be this and she's got to be that, and they don't hold up their end to it either. So it's kind of like, she has to cook and clean, she has to do everything, and they're only just there just to be there. So there's definitely on that. So that's why I wanted to ask about those heteronormatives, like, why, like, some people really stick to it, because I've also met masculine centered women that's like, well, I'm the man, so I don't go to the OBGYN. I don't get checked. I don't do that because
Oh God.
that's women shit to me. You know
Hold
what I'm saying?
on.
Woman,
Right,
right?
that you gonna fall off.
No, she's not lying.
This
It-
conversation.
She's not lying.
You got to go to the doctor because I can't be masculine. My coochie fall off.
That's
My
right.
titty fall off. What
Men
the
go to the
masculinity
doctor.
is?
Men
Come
go
on,
to the
No.
guys. And
I'm gonna speak on.
and that's the reason why Real Boys Talk exists, so that y'all all
I
understand.
was gonna
That's why
address
it
that.
exists.
I was
That's why
gonna
Real
address
Boys
that.
Talk exists. I have major
I was gonna
anxiety.
address that.
I have major anxiety going to the GYN. But I go because I need all this to work.
None of us like to put our foot in the stirrup. None of
And
us.
yeah, put your foot in
None
the
of us.
and then you hit them
Nobody
on.
wanna-
Kind of look, scoot down a little bit more. Scoot
Right.
down a little bit. Open your legs a little more. Oh,
Relax. They said these people don't
I
say relax.
hate that.
Relax.
But you know
Relax.
what? Here's the thing. I can't be who I am if I'm not healthy.
Yes. Don't be
Mhm.
giving out bad cat. You giving out bad cat. Don't get
That part.
That's what that is, bro. No, you don't get to go that long. Anything can happen. We pH balance. We can use a different soap washing powder, about a different type of penny. Don't be giving me no bad cat to taste this stuff. What is this? No, ma'am. Go get that cat check for us. If you crazy, think about us. Yeah, no.
I'm pretty sure.
Coupons, bad coochie coupons. No, ma'am.
No.
we gonna go to beach. Go to the beach.
Yeah, after B, I got.
I'm pretty sure we've all witnessed the evolution of a lesbian. Like, coming from my time, it was not okay to be a lesbian. So dating what you guys call studs, butches, and all that stuff, that wasn't a norm. I was dating women that will only identify as tomboys. And they were touch me nots, because what they were doing was they were picking up the toxic masculinity of males, and that's what they were projecting. That's what it was. So as time progressed, now the new age lesbians are, oh, I'm in my soft boy era. Oh, I'm in my soft girl era. You know, I'm a female. I'm doing that. But them women wasn't on that because we were more in our feminist stage back then. And yes, I am older. Like, I am an older woman. I'm 40 years old. And I've watched how the LGBTQ community changed.
Wow.
I've been on the lines where we were picketing and boycotting and, oh, we're protesting, trying to get the rights that you guys have now. So now everyone is being more like, they're embracing their femininity because now we're being accepted. Back then, we had to prove that we were equal to men. We're okay to be Black. We're okay to be women. We were trying to fight for equal pay, fight for being able to have our partners on our insurances, fighting for this, fighting for that. So all the freedoms that y'all got now is different. So now y'all fight now is more of, oh, I want to be addressed and acknowledged as a woman. Guess what? Back then you had people that couldn't even hold their partner's hands out in the street. They weren't even allowed to be comfortable being themselves out in the street. But you know,
They was best friends all their life, when in reality they was
best
together.
friends. This is your best friend. They could be living together, but on the obituary, your special friend. Now you having it's those different conversations. You know what I'm saying? So like, because coming from me, from my first girlfriend, from being 16, I was 16, she was 18. By the time I turned 18, she committed suicide. Why? Because it wasn't normal for her to be a stud in United States of America. Something was wrong with her. You know what I'm saying? So then when I was like, all right, fuck it. And then the people that were around me convinced me, hey, you need to, this isn't the life for you, or whatever. This is God telling you this is wrong, blah, blah, blah. So I tried to be straight. I laugh about it now because I've healed through that. But I did. I put a grade A effort. I tried to be straight. I tried for 9 years. I tried to be straight. Didn't work out. I always ended up with a woman. I've always was with a woman. Now, when it comes to you guys being the gender roles, that's things that y'all invite in your relationship. Y'all come in with this masculine thing and, oh, I'm daddy, I've got this big dick energy and this and that, whatever. But if I tell your big dick energy ass, I need you to move this couch, I need you to move this shit, all of a sudden you're a woman. But all day long, you screaming, big dick this and oh, I'm that nigga and I'm daddy and all this other extra stuff. But where's daddy when daddy need to be paying the bills? Where's daddy when I need help with the shit that daddy's supposed to be doing? You can't pretend to be daddy when it's convenient for you. If you're gonna be daddy, I need you to be daddy 100% of the time. Now, if you want to come in, you say, "Oh, I'm Mel, I'm Amber," but guess what? I can slay dick like I'm your daddy. Guess what? I respect it.
Play it, daddy.
I respect it. Then slay it. You know what I'm saying? I respect it. But if you come in and you're telling me, you giving me this vibe that this is what you're coming in the door as, and this is what I'm telling you, okay, well, if that's what you're coming in as, then I expect you to be a provider. I expect you to be a leader. This is what you're supposed to be doing. So now I'm standing here looking at you to lead, and you can't fucking lead me because I'm naturally a leader. Then what? Now we bumping heads.
Don't introduce them.
Now we bumping heads. So don't go into something pretending to be something you're not. If you know you're a soft boy, be a soft boy. If you know you a STEM, be a STEM. If you know you're a stud, be a stud. If you know this is who you are, be who you are from the beginning. Don't come into something pretending that you're something. And then when I'm addressing you and acknowledging and loving who you told me you were, don't get mad when that's who I'm loving, because that's what you showed me. And that's what I was like. I ask these people these questions all the time about the hetero norms. I'm a lesbian. I don't love men. I don't like men. I tried to date a man. I tried, but I am a lesbian. I love a woman's body. I love to feel on my woman's body. I love to watch, like, I love when I'm pleasing her reactions to me, whether you stud, femme, whatever. That's what I love about being with a woman. Like, I love when you have waterfalls going. What the hell is the same shit you like? I like. But you coming in and telling me, now you want to come into the house, oh, I can't touch. It's a peekaboo. Oh, you know what? Like all this extra shit because, oh, I'm so masculine. If you want to be a man, I'm going to treat you like that. And it is what it is. And you can't get mad at what people are treating you if that's what you're presenting. I say that, I'm speaking to y'all. I speak to myself first. Because at the end of the day, I come off real dominant, but I'm really soft. For my partner, I am very soft. I'm very submissive. If I'm in a safe space, honey, I am a kitten all in her lap. Yeah. And I will be that. But when it comes, guess what though? When my partner can't carry that ball, guess what? Put me in, coach. I got it.
Yeah, that's the way
it is what it is. Yeah. Because at the end of the day, we're both women. That's the whole thing. And I feel like now we got so conformed into these gender roles and everybody needs a title. Everyone wants validation, all this extra stuff. Y'all looking to fit in. What about fitting in your relationship? What about that? What happened to that?
They don't know.
Y'all looking for outside validation, but what about inside your relationship?
Yeah, remember, you gotta think about it. When you get a stud that comes to you talking about, yo, I'm this, I'm that, and they're here's a difference. Masculinity is not the same as manly. Okay, I do not wish to be a man. No form of fashion. I am none of that. That's not my goal. And yes, you're right. I've through some research, I realized, and our organization did the research. We talked to studs in a focus group, and one of the things they kept saying was that like they were picking up the traits that straight Black women were complaining about when it came to Black men. Okay, and my thing is that yes, I am a traditional person. Okay, I come from old school. I sat with my boy cousins, my uncles, when he told them how to treat a woman. And these are country people, South Georgia. Okay, I'm an old person, so I come with that. I'm very much about catering to my woman because I want her to cater to me. Now, and I'm masculine. That's it. I am not a man. Yes, I do not want her to touch the trash can. Don't do it. I don't want her to put gas in her car. Don't do it. I don't want her to have to fix her car. I don't want her to have to worry about it being detailed. I don't want her to have to worry. Here, you be at work. I'll pick up the car. I'll go get it detailed. I'll bring it back to you. Well, I mean, that's not because that's not making me man. It's what I do. It's who I am and how I've been brought up.
Exactly.
But I also don't have no party man. Too many people, I'm gonna say it again, Too many people are giving party manners some shit you cannot do on a regular, cannot be consistent. And when I tell people I am a lot, I'm getting everything I got. I don't know how to give you party manners. I don't know how to give you a piece of me. I hadn't learned that. When you come, you getting all of it. It is what it is.
I had to learn that the hard way.
I
mean the hard way.
It's the thing is that I think that a lot of times we want to, like I used to believe, because I have family members, the men in my family, that's who I looked at, they provided fully 100%. Their wives didn't have to work. My aunts, they didn't have to work. You see? So I saw that. My mother and father, they worked together. They built a nice, safe environment for me to grow up in. Okay? So I saw those things, and I saw how my father catered to my mother and stuff like that. It was great. So I think you have to let us be who you have to. First, you have to know. I have to know when I come to you who I am. I have to know my boundaries. So if I know that I can just do the trash, the gas, the car, I can do a little laundry. Okay, I don't like doing laundry. I'll put it from the washer machine to the dryer, but I have to fold and put it up. I don't like.
And you might want to sort them for me.
I'll vacuum and mop the floor. Okay,
Listen.
I don't like. I have to do dishes in my house because this is an older home and I don't have a dishwasher. But if I'm with you, you got a dishwasher, I will pack that bad boy for you. Not a problem. But those are different things. If I know she had a hard day, I'm not going to be sitting there. I'm not going to be sitting there watching TV, flipping the channels. No, the house will be clean, even if I don't live with her.
Listen.
If I'm going to cater to you and I want you to cater to me, we have to be able to work those things out. And I do think that I am a label kid. I have to know, because there's too many people. It looks like Femmes. It ain't Femmes. So I need to know what I'm rocking with. Because I don't, first of all, my conversation is different when I'm in a, like this. I mean, we're
I don't believe
in open. If I were to meet y'all at, let's say we all sitting around and we have a conversation, my mouth would not be as fly as it has been today. Because I'm around feminine women and I have respect, and we didn't say this is how we're gonna approach the situation.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if I'm with studs, my mouth got to be on 1,000. I'm gonna say what I want to say because we understand that conversation.
Mm-hmm.
But does that make me a man? No. It's just I have masculine energy. That's what people need to understand. I am not a man. And yes, there's some things I can do. I can cut yard. I can fix a car. I can do a lot of things. Put together bookshelves. I can do those things. I don't like move the couch. I can do those things. And I'm not gonna sit here and say, well, wait a minute, I'm girl. No, I don't want you to do it. Maybe we do it together. Because 9 times out of 10, the ladies today, they're gonna be like, I'll get one and you get the other end. I'm gonna look crazy for a hot minute.
That's me.
Okay, my face it's gonna be a little wrinkly because I'm not used to that. But if you do it, that just kind of lets me know she got me.
But you know what's funny, Amber? I'm sorry for cutting you off. You know what's funny? Because my wife is laughing right now because of it. When we first started, I went and I changed the oil in the car. And I should also say, when we first met, I did not have a vehicle. Okay, she had 2. She hated that she had to always wait till I got out of work to come pick me up so we could hang out and whatever. She said, you know what? I have 2 cars. I'm only using one. Here, take the second one.
There you go.
I was like, so when it was time to change the oil, I didn't wait for her to tell me, okay, bring me the car, nothing. I went and got the oil change. And then I brought her the receipt.
They're gonna have to do the oil change. They're gonna have to do the oil change, and they're gonna have to put gas in the car because I'm gonna bring it to the house.
But that's the thing. That's the thing.
But for you,
but
you know what?
That's the thing.
You know what, Bella? I would let you are already like B said, y'all are independent women. So there are going to be those little humpy things where I'm gonna look crazy when you tell me you went and got the oil change. Then I'm gonna look at you and go, don't do that no more.
Right.
Baby. I'm gonna kiss you on your forehead and we're gonna keep it rocking. But
that car gonna be parked outside. That car gonna be parked outside with all the lights on. I'm telling you.
I cannot.
Even the gas lights.
The car outside.
I'm with you, B. I am so with you. I don't care that I work
Yeah.
at a place that can change my oil and rotate my tires and balance my tires. I don't care about that because I deal with cars all day. Baby, the car needs the oil change and it's time for the tires. I can tell you what the car needs. If you don't know what needs
I can tell you what it needs.
I can tell you, but I'm
just not gonna go.
Sit there and tell them, baby, go get the oil change, go get the tires rotated.
Feel weird in feel weird.
Change the cabin and engine filter. I'm gonna tell you what.
It's no weird.
It feels weird. I got an app on my phone that tell me everything that's going on right now. I got a check engine light on my car that's been sitting here riding out for 3 months. My gas light be on every time I come. When I will bring this car on, it gets to the point my car flashes low. It tell me, it blink that it's low on fuel. Then it'll tell me how many miles, and then finally
go dot.
Yeah, then it get tired, then it be like low. Then it be like, bitch, is you serious? I get dot.
Yeah, B, I'm gonna have to talk about you, baby. Don't do that. That's not good for your car. Hold on, let me put my foot on. Let me take my foot on. Put my foot on, baby.
No, but
do that,
I'm sorry. But then I'm gonna tell you my reason. My thing is, my father used to always check my car every time I parked. So when I used to park, when I wake up in the morning, my car used to always have gas in it. So over time, like I just got so accustomed. Listen, I am by myself with my kids. Ain't nobody going outside to go check if my car got gas. I forget every time I bring this bitch right out here empty. And in the morning, I get up, I'm like, well.
Mad. Now you gotta stop.
I get mad every time I gotta pump my gas. I have an attitude for the whole rest of the damn day. Listen.
Yes, April. Somebody in the chat said, check your gas cap. Yes, your gas.
But no,
right.
Exactly. But the thing about it is, I used to love to just be like, listen, can I use your car real quick? Because why you need to use my car? Don't worry about it. I just need to use your car real quick. You should be like, why? You have a car. Like, what do you need? Just get your keys. Grab the keys. And I'm going to no. My car has, but I would literally take hers, drive to the store, act like I'm gonna go pick up snacks for the kids. That used to be my excuse all the time. I'm gonna go get snacks for the kids. Oh, okay, no problem. I'll go and I'll get the snacks for the kids, fill up her tank, check to see if the oil needs to be changed or whatever. And I'll call her and be like, hey, I'm at Walmart. Don't worry about me. I'll be back soon. And she's like, why do you always gotta go to Walmart? Don't worry about it. Jiffy Lube is right there by Walmart. I change her oil for her, do all that. And I come back with the car and she's like, babe, remember I told you to remind me because I got to get the oil change and stuff like that. And I'm like, Next day, she'll call me. She'll be like, yo, what the? Didn't I tell you not to do that? Do what? What did I do? I didn't do nothing. She's like, I see the receipt.
I see with that. And
I see the receipt.
I haven't
you
really
did.
given my opinion on this, but I'm going to have to jump in on this because I've been dealing with that because I, like Destiny, I primarily date older women who are more traditional. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I definitely am that type of person what I will do for because I'm definitely a giver and I like to do for and take care of mine. But my last relationship, she was much older than me. And when I tell you that woman, she smacked my hand one time when I went to go grab for the door.
Right.
She said, what you doing?
What you doing?
And I was like, you know what? My bad. Like, my bad. And it was one of those, like y'all say, if you can tell me what to do, you can tell me what to do. But if you can't tell me what to do, you can't tell me what to do. She happened to be one of those women that could tell me
that can tell you what to do.
I learned that I had to soften up. I learned because she, in recent history, in my recent dating, she was the only person that coaxed that softness out of me.
Yes.
Where I was comfortable enough to do that, to let her open my door, to let her pump everything, to let her take out the trash, do everything. And just sit there and not sit there and be pretty, but just sit there and be
pretty.
And be pretty.
Yes, and be pretty.
Be pretty.
And be pretty.
But there was definitely a time where I was very much where I've also dated masculine centered women where I was the one that was like, okay, let's get the oil change, let's do this, let's do that. Now, much like B, like my father, very much how we did when I lived with him for a little while, me, my stepmother, and him, he would get up every Saturday
Early in the morning.
He would get up, he would take my car, he would get in my car, drive it down, go get a detail, put gas in it for the week. He'd come back, get his wife's car, go down there, get a detail, gas it up for the week. Then he'd go get his car, go down, get a detail, gas for the week. So I knew that every Sunday, I didn't have to worry about putting gas. Now, if I needed gas later on in the week, because I was driving all the way around town like I didn't need to be doing, then I'd have to put gas in my car. But other than that, I didn't have to do that because he kept doing that. And I think that's one of the things when we get into these roles and people are like traditional versus time, what you're supposed to do, what you're not supposed to do. And this, I'm the man, much like B said, don't tell me you're the man. Because I just happen to have a whole lot of good men in my life. So I know what a good man is.
Yes.
Yes.
And you're not like my granddaddy, like my daddy, like my uncles. Like if you're not providing for everything, if you're not doing that, I'm gonna look at you funny.
Right.
I'm treating you the way you told me that you were, how you tried to show up.
Exactly.
You tell me that you the man, but yet I'm the one paying all the bills, everything in my name. You ain't got nothing unless I gotta do it.
But what you want? But Brittany, you know what was another? Brittany, you know what was another thing that she hates, and I still do, and I don't care. Is I had this bad thing. Well, it's not bad. It's just my way of showing love. I should say. Okay, I would literally wait till she gets out the room, grab her wallet, and I'll put cash in her wallet, or I'll Zelle it to her account when she's nowhere near around me and can't, get mad at me and like face to face. So one day she's like, damn, babe, all the bills are paid. I don't even think I got money for gas. I'm like, really? She's like, yeah. I'm like, did you check your wallet? She's like, why? I was like, I don't know, just check. You might have something in there that you forgot. She's like, no, I checked it this morning. I know, babe, just check your wallet. All I get is a WTF cap as a text message. Like, where the hell did this $100 come from? Oh, I don't know. Probably one of the kids found it and put it in your wallet.
Nah, I can't.
She'll be like, seriously, the kids found $100. They're not gonna put it in my wallet. They're gonna go ahead and
That
tell
part. We need to go to the store.
And it's just that's just who I am. And I learned that not from seeing it, because my parents got divorced when I was 7 months old. So I didn't see it from a heterosexual point of view. But I learned it from seeing my brother do it to my mom, do it to me and my sister. And he's been to me, the best depiction of what a man should be, because he would actually do that. He would go around and do it to my mother's car, my sister's car, and any other car that's in the house. If he needs it to be fixed, like he would actually, go ahead and do so. So she's not used to that at all. At all.
The vulnerability that we don't.
Yeah.
I think studs we don't want to acknowledge our vulnerability. We don't want to be put in that space of having to be vulnerable, because then that us, our homeboys, our homies out there gonna say, oh, you weak, you pussy whip. I have no problem being whipped. Please whip me. That's the one time you can whip me. It's with yes, that is it right there. Because I don't have a problem. I don't have a problem catering to my woman if she gonna cater back to me. And I think that's the thing, is that, and I'm learning this as I healed before, as I mentioned, I healed from something else, and I realized something else is now here. And it's the fact that I do want to give my heart and vulnerability to a woman. Never thought about it like that before. Never wanted to do that. I think that is what a problem that studs have, is that we allow that ego and that pride get stuck like right here. And then we go, nah, I can't let you, nah, I ain't gonna do that, because then you think I'm weak.
Exactly.
If we've had conversations,
you think I'm soft.
Connecting, exactly. If we playing games, if we playing games, you out here, we out here playing games, being hoish. That's different. It's different. If I'm looking for a relationship, then, and I'm saying to you, I want to trust you, and I want to give you this, and we want to build. I have to be be able to give you my vulnerability. And that's something that studs we're not used to. We don't even actually understand our vulnerability a lot of times. So that's something else that we have to work through before not really as we meet you. We need to understand it before we meet you so we understand how we deal with our vulnerability.
And that's part of the journey.
Yeah, and I think that is part of the healing that we have to do, because so many studs, we got these fucked up ideas. There's no handbook being a stud. I watch a huge argument on TikTok amongst the older studs and the younger studs. They kept saying, older studs like, well, you can't do this, you can't do that, you can't do this. If you lay on your back, you ain't a stud. If you got long hair, you ain't a stud. Where's the handbook?
Who wrote the handbook?
Thank you. I ain't got the handbook yet.
And how do I get a copy?
Listen, let me tell you something. Let me say something. I learned the hard way because I'm old school when it comes to that. So I used to have a mindset of what you're talking about, like, studs not supposed to do this, studs not supposed to do that. And meeting my wife, it blew me because she was like, I need you.
Your wife a super freak. We get it. We get it. You got a unicorn, dog. You got a unicorn, big dog.
But you have to understand, B, you knowing me, B, because out of everybody here, B, you know me just like I know you.
But you got a unicorn, and I tell you that all the time. You got a unicorn. So if I can find me a unicorn,
we out here looking for a unicorn, but you gotta
where y'all at?
Used to
it. Where y'all at? Because y'all say y'all outside, but y'all didn't drop no location. I need GPS coordinates.
Where
y'all at?
Wait, Brittany saying hold on.
Y'all really keep saying hold on.
I want to make sure that everybody is able to get to talk because we need to get to Mel because she's been waiting.
Yes,
patiently.
Mel, before you start speaking, I need you to drop the GPS coordinates. Where y'all at? Where are the unicorns?
Listen, don't worry. I'm gonna give you all the info. Follow me, but listen, I ain't. You know what I'm saying? But anywho,
what that mean?
For me, I feel like gender roles are dumb. And when I was younger, again, being a 90s baby, seeing the first set of studs, masculine dykes, because that's what they was called, respectfully. And I mean, they did take down their titties and do dyke things. You feel me? But for me, I never had that whole fear of coming out, no family religious, none of that stuff. Like, listen, I've always been a hot wire. I do what I want. I say what I want. I really don't give no fucks. I've always been that way. So I don't have that type of stamina, but I also didn't have like my parents and stuff. So to me, Mel's was Bill Cosby. I love A Different World. Things like that. Like I'm a true 90s baby in that way. So those guys was what I felt like guys should be. But I grew up at the end of the 90s when I started being gay, and guys was no longer doing that. Guys all wanted to try to be rappers and do all these things, and it was affecting the community so bad. And of course, in my toxic masculinity, I used to chase straight women who was coming from these toxic men. Mm-hmm. So on top of the fact that what they was telling me was going on, it made me a better masculine person, because I knew I did not want them to have to come from me with the same stories. So when they'll sit there and tell me this is where I was, this is what I was going through, oh, you do this, it made me put in perspective what women want. And because I'm such a nourisher and stuff like that, I took what I was learning and applied it in general. Now I be like, I know I'm a female. I'm cool with that. Like, I gotta take care of this body. I gotta do what I need to do. Whoop-de-woo, like I shared in our podcast last week, 2 weeks ago, I had surgery. And like before I could get surgery, like I had to go through some things with the vaginal ultrasounds and things like that. And respectfully, I've been traumatized. I've been traumatized a lot. So when I was like, touch me not, it was not necessarily because I wanted to be touch me not, but because I was afraid of my body. And I didn't know what it did, and it triggered me. But as I got older, I had to heal through that. But of course, I didn't know that because I was also identifying as masculine, and it was okay to do that. So therefore, they wrapped themselves up, and they got real comfortable. You understand what I'm saying? And I had to take that nigga out of the comfort zone. But for me, my masculinity is what it is. I take my sisters and my nieces and my aunts and I'm out. And my brothers be like, oh, you got to choose a side, girls' night and boys' night. Yes, I'm doing both. Because when I go out with the girls, I'm their security. I need them to be free to be women. And I need them to know that they can do that safely because any nigga in this room that put their hands on you wrong or anything, it's going down. And that's the true fact. When I go out with my brothers, I can relax because dumb niggas is going to act a fool before I even got to. But understand, we all gonna get crazy if it has to. And for me, that's like my safe zone because I know my brothers got me. But when I go out with the females, it's never to be, oh, let's go out and do girl things and have emotions. No, I'm sitting there like, yo, can I get a hitty on the rocks real quick and let them do their thing because I need them to feel safe in the environment. This world is so crazy. Like, yes, I will travel all the way to town and take my aunt out for her birthday. That's just who I am. Because again, these women don't have it. But at the same time, the masculine in me, ideally, when I get married and I get my house, I want to build that. I want to do the majority of it. Maybe not the electric work because I don't think I could do that safely and smoke weed in the rain. But I feel like everything else, we good. Like if I get some people to help me put up the house, like me and some guys, but I did construction. So I actually like that stuff. So yes, I feel like I should be able to put up the porch and my wife beater and my boy jeans and you sitting there and you watching me because to me that's sexy. But it's not because I want to be a man. It's because I want to do something that you're gonna enjoy and make you happy and it makes me feel good to do it. You feel me? When I get up, I know a little bit about cars. I'm learning about cars. My best friend, car fanatic. So before I ask my woman, I'm definitely calling my best friend or my mom, because that one right there, she know a whole bunch about cars too. Or I go to the dealer, but she shouldn't have to touch that car. It's not because, oh, I'm a man, but baby girl, did I not just pay for them nails? Like, how dare you? I fucking dare you.
Thank you.
Don't do that.
Thank you.
You feel me?
Say that shit for the people in the back.
Excuse me, we're not doing that twice in a week. We got savings we got to put away. Like, you feel me? So shit like that. You feel me? Like, I feel like, yes, I have women that can do it all. They can drive and all that. But I love for her to be a passenger princess. I love when she sit in that chair and feel so, or when I'm driving and I get just a little slow traffic and I look over at her and she hit me with that blush look. Like, I love that shit, yeah. Or she want to rub the back of my neck when I'm driving. Like, yeah, do that. Play with my ear. Oh, yeah. Let me pull over real quick. We might get, the troopers might pull up. Like,
they stop
I love that shit.
Like, listen, like, you giving me flashbacks right now.
I'm trying to tell you for years, like my mom should always be like, yo, why you like bisexual women? And I didn't understand why I like bisexuals. I'm not gonna lie to you. But then I had to realize what it was. A bisexual will stroke the nigga and the bitch in me. Most feminine women that's lesbians either want to put me all in a category to be a man. And that's when I was still dealing with other girls. Like, the more older I go up or the more older women I date, I don't have that problem. However, in my 20s and stuff, that was a huge problem. Femmes wanted me to only be a nigga. And that was fine because I was great at it. But then I also realized as I started getting like 25, 26, 27, 28 and started healing, that feminine energy was not growing with the masculine energy in me. It was no yin and yang. It was being put out because I was only living in my masculine side. And because of that, that little girl was hurt. That little girl was not becoming a woman. And once I learned to balance that out, my masculine energy thrives even more. Like, niggas now don't look at it as I'm a threat. They actually respect me because they know it's not coming from a threatening way. But all I could identify that is that when I started to heal both sides of me, I started to flourish. I started, like, you ever see somebody walk in the room and you like, they in regular clothes and shit, but they so beautiful because something inside of them is done. Something internal has been done. It's never about the outside. And that's the part that I'm in. So it's like gender roles to me now, it sucks. Do what makes you comfortable. I don't feel like that's that, like you said, that communication. No, you should not do these things. But understand, babe, if today's the day that I'm sick in the house, because sometimes when I get my cycle, I can't move. I can't go anywhere. If it's one of those days when you need gas, then baby girl, you might, you know what I'm saying, have to go do that this time. And it's not because I don't want to, but literally I can't get out of bed. And I don't think you should hold that to me. Because on any other fucking day,
Gotcha.
that
I
ain't
got
getting tapped. Like, you feel me? But things like that, and they don't make it a safe space. And it's like, why can't I sit here and do that? And like, a lot of that, honestly, I attribute to my best friend. She's like, no, bitch, like, you deserve a fucking hug too. Like, you could be the little spoon sometimes. Like, you feel me? And I was like, nigga, what? But again, healing a part of me, because again, I didn't grow up with parents. I didn't grow up with these things. So things I didn't even know that was broken, or not even broken, just was never touched.
Right.
Had to be touched in order for those pieces of me to grow. But people be like, oh, you gotta do this. Like, I talk with my fucking hands. But I understand when I stand here, you're gonna know that I am who I am and who I need to be. And I don't have to say it, because at the end of the day, I'm going to do it. Like, that's just it. Like, I don't have a problem with getting off of work and pulling up on you real quick just to make sure you're good and going about my day. You feel me? I'm gonna go and call my mom and make sure she's good. This is what I do naturally. And even though I'm not in a relationship, I still do this with all of my family members, because for me, it's not, like I said, women give life to this world and we take that for granted. And if we're not nourishing Mother Nature and the women that provide to this, then what are you really doing? Because again, like, if you really fucking with a real woman, yes, you give her a house, she's going to make it a home. And I tell anybody, I don't identify with females when I say females, because there's things females go through I can never go through because I don't identify. Like, I can't turn our house into a home. I can make it look fucking good. It'll have the nicest shit in it. But you're gonna know a nigga touch that shit. It's not gonna be your mom's came in and this shit is a home. Like, a woman put certain pictures on the wall and that shit is like, wow, I would have never thought of that. You feel me? If she had a long day, I'm not gonna make her cook, but I'm not a cooker. This ain't gonna be me in the kitchen 4 days out the week. But 3 of them days, I might have you. I might come home and want to do it for you because you cooked so fucking good yesterday. I need you to get this in bed. You feel me? But it's more of, I want to do it for you than that actually being my specialty. So when I look for a woman, yes, I want you to be able to do those things. Not because I can't do it for myself, but if you love to do that and you do it, it's going to feel better. It's going to taste better. It's going to, you feel me? Because for me, I cook specialty stuff. Like, I'll get in there and make a whole big ass baked chicken or baked stuffed salmon and stuff like that. I can't go in there and put 2 things in the cabinet together and make it. I'm trying to, throw that shit out. We're going to order in. But you feel me? If it's something I want to do that night, I'm going to go to the store and now I need everything to, like, you feel me? But women, they can touch something and it's just, wow, you really did that. And that's why I'll be like, yeah, I can't identify with that, because I'm not walking in a club and a guy's hitting on me or something and I feel so unsafe. Nah, we squaring up. Like, you understand what I'm saying? So certain things as a female, I don't identify as. But I identify my masculine energy for that, because I'm a protector. I'm a provider. I can't always do it all by myself, but I'm also not pussy and I'm not stupid. So I'm going to tell you, like, you know what, babe? This ain't that weak. I got this. Like, but again, it's about communication. But for the majority of the time, you're not going to have that conversation with me. But if I have to, I'd rather communicate so that we're not both fucked up than to sit there and be like, oh, yeah, I'm swinging my balls and, now the lights off on Friday. And I got to come tell you, like, the lights is off. No, I'd rather be like, babe, I'm not getting this check this week because I lost this debit card and I got to wait for the next one to come in. So we have to cover these lights and I might throw it back at you. Or however it go, you feel me? Because shit happens in life. But it's like, we got to step away from that, because it should be a safe space in a heterosexual relationship, in a gay relationship, in a lesbian relationship. Whatever the relationship is, you should always have a safe space. It could be you and your mother, you and your siblings, because everybody talk about breaking these generational curses. But when we call ourselves breaking them, it's like the parent that don't want to hit their kid because they got beat all their life. But now your kid running amok because you didn't learn the balance. Then maybe you don't need to excessively beat, but sometimes that kid needs to get their ass tapped because respectfully, they're your child. And because you got your ass beat, and that's how you learn, your kid gonna pick up some of your traits respectfully. So at the end of the day, you don't have to do it in an abusive tone, but you gotta find a balance. And we be like, oh, we're not gonna do that. But that's why now people, grandmothers in the club with the fucking grandkids, because we're not gonna do that. You feel me? Like, you can't take the old people or the older people didn't do it all wrong. And we're not doing it all right. And I constantly tell people, if we sat in the middle, had a real conversation, and pick what works for whoever those is in that conversation, we'll have a better outcome, because you can teach me something, I can teach you something. But we look at it as, oh, these young kids don't know nothing, they acting a fool, they doing this, or we look at it as, oh, old people, they just so dramatic, they don't understand. First of all, they paved the way. They understand. They may not know how to use that computer, but they understand. You feel me? Because at the end of the day, they went through some shit. And it don't have to be the same identical shit for me to give you the lesson. Sometimes a lesson applies to multiple situations and it fit. But that's my viewpoint on genders.
And I really appreciate it. We are absolutely, we are going to wrap up here in a little while. We still got some more time. We're definitely having a part 2 to this. Because definitely a lot of these topics that we touched on, we definitely have to circle back to. I want to make sure that Destiny gets her time and then Keisha gets time. But you did bring up a point that we want to move into another topic as well. This last topic before we end for the night. So Destiny, did you have any quick thoughts that you wanted to say as well?
Like bro did her thing.
Okay, and Keisha, I want to make sure that I hit you as well.
I'm gonna wait for the next topic. I'm gonna chime in on the next topic.
Okay, y'all got, yes, because I'm gonna need y'all, because this next topic is gonna be a doozy. Yes, Miss Bella, real quick.
I also wanted to add on to what she was saying. It also is an issue when you don't recognize who you are because of the simple fact that you're trying to follow either your family's religious beliefs, or like I know I keep saying it, but I'm gonna keep saying it because that's who I am. Your culture, because give me 1 second, because I'm in a house full of Dominican and Haitians, and once I start talking about this, they're gonna want to chime in into this. So I'm gonna go outside real quick. Give me 1 second. So, like I was trying to say, right? Me coming from a Caribbean background, I grew up and gay was not it. Okay? To this day, my mom don't even like call my relationship a relationship, because she don't even call my wife. She calls her your friend. Okay? So it hurts, but at the same time, it's like something that you have to actually just accept, because she's fucking 72. No, wait, I'm wrong, 75. That vieja is not going to change. She's going to stick to that same mindset, and there's nothing that you're going to change about it. So to go back to what she was saying, and growing up in her masculinity and then actually turning it around and actually learning her feminine side, it was the opposite for me. Because see, I was very feminine, but I was trying to appease my mother's Catholic ways, because she's 100% Orthodox Catholic all day, every day. Okay, that's my mom. And I, did the dating scene with men just to please her. And it was like, I'm not being aroused mentally, emotionally, physically, because I'm not in my element. You understand what I mean? And my wife, it was the same way with her. My wife, if she would let me, she was a femme all her life until she had her daughter, and she was like, fuck it, I'm switching. I want to be a stud, because that's what I am. That's what I feel. I love women. And it was the same thing with me. When I had my daughter, it was like, I gave you what you've been looking for. You wanted a grandbaby? Here you go. Now it's time for me to go ahead and do me. Where the ladies at? And it's annoying to say, but it only happens for most of us once we got to a certain age and we realize, oh shit, I'm an adult. I decide who I am. I'm going to live for me, because at the end of the day, if God forbid, knock on wood, something happens to you, who's going to cuddle with me? Who's going to tell me they love me and actually not be a maternal love? It's going to be like a partnership love, a relationship love. You understand what I mean? So I'm happy that you said that you got to connect to your feminine side, because I got to connect to my masculine side in the sense of I became a dominant femme. where it was like, yeah, you may think you're gonna flip me on this bed, but baby, I'm the one that's gonna flip you. And it took me a minute to realize not every stud wants to be flipped.
Yeah.
And it hurt me because I was just like, no, but you're gonna like it. And it was like, no, I don't like it, and I don't want to try it, and I don't want to let you turn me into your fantasy
Little
or your
toy, right?
fetish or your experiment. And it was like, no, I want you to be. So I had to learn, and it's gonna be something that you have to be open to accept, that not everybody's gonna be your cup of tea, and not everybody's gonna be your Henny straight. That's just what it is. So if you're looking for a Henny, but they want a hot ginger tea, you gotta accept it. And you gotta just go ahead and go find you a bar that has the Henny that you're looking for. Because baby girl, they want a cup of tea and some crackers. So I just wanted to say, Mel, I'm happy. I'm loving how you're expressing yourself, because not a lot of studs, 90s, 80s, 2000s, are actually speaking their truth in the sense of, I want my hair in plaits. I want to wear a wig. I want to, lace fronted, make it with baby hairs. Like,
I ain't
I
doing
don't
none of that.
care how, no, but I'm just saying, I don't care how you want to be seen in the physical, as long as internally you are happy. Fuck a label. At the end
I'm
of the day,
learning.
fuck a
I'm
label.
growing.
Fuck a label.
Thank you.
You know,
Yeah, this popcorn
I love
busting. I'm sorry, y'all.
I see, and you make me want some. All right, Brittany, I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. So we're actually 5 minutes from our time to wrap it up. So it looks like so obviously, like I said, part 2 to the conversation. We're not going to get to that last subject, which the last subject.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Want to get to that? Okay.
Go ahead.
The last subject that we was talking about, and I don't want to rush anybody because I definitely want y'all to say what you got to say. But this is another hot topic question we were talking about, is the whole why do you believe, and this is to the studs now, why do you believe, or why is it the belief that studs actively go after straight women? And what is the attraction to actively dating and going after straight women? Is it a fetishism? Like, what is it? And do you believe there is such thing as a fake lesbian?
Hell yeah.
Lesbian, homo lesbian, or whatever. But the one was like, what is the attraction to straight women and turning them out and all of that? So that's the last topic. That's what we ended the night on this.
Okay.
I'm just
Before
saying.
the studs speak, can I say
Nah,
something?
that was for the studs. No,
you gotta let after we say what we gotta say, then y'all.
Yeah,
y'all
go
make
to
the
Destiny.
Let us say what we gotta
going
say.
to Destiny first.
Go ahead. But the studs speaking.
We're going to Keisha. So again, remember the order: Destiny, Tish, and Keisha. All right.
All right. Well, I don't think it's so much of, well, for some it is, but for me, it's just, they just kind of gravitate towards you. Like, it's not something, I don't really feel like it's really like a thing. Like, I mean, it's a ego thing, if anything. Like, oh yeah, I just turned this girl out from the, just a little bragging rights, just something fun for the boys, But like, for the most part, like, I mean, like, I think Mel said it earlier, like, dating lesbian femmes, like Gold Star, like stuff like that, like they will place you in a label. You know what I mean? It is really like one way or the other. They don't treat you the same. And like, at least like but I also feel like with bi or like straight women, you got to be careful, because there's a lot of trauma behind that. That's a fake lesbian for your ass. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I mean, you really can't fake eating coochie or, having somebody else do it for you, but you still fake if you willing to go back just because you don't like, I don't know. I don't know what they're thinking is. Honestly, like, it's straight. They're thinking it's straight. But I don't think it's For me, I think it'll be more so like they do treat you a lot differently. Like it's a little bit more understanding because they kind of know what they want. You feel me? Like it's just don't do what this nigga did. It's real like, for straight women, it's real do not do what the last nigga did. And hopefully that she healed from what the last nigga did to her. And you need to pray that she don't have no kids by that nigga. Because if she did, it's raps, bro. Leave it alone. Pet all studs. Abandon, abort, mission. You don't want it. You don't want her. I don't give a fuck what she's saying to you. I don't care if she's gonna give you the tax money. When the kids get hold on.
She's setting you up for the
yeah, well, I guess in that case, take the kids to the park. But other than that, like, leave her alone, bro.
No. Okay, first and foremost, this is not recruitment. Okay? No, and I identify as a feminine woman. You know what I'm saying? I'm a lesbian. I'm gay as fuck, right? This is not recruitment. I'm not interested in trying to change it. No, I ain't trying to change your mind, baby. No, I'm not. I'm not a toy. I think we start giving out them type of options like you available them when they want. No, man, you ain't gonna go and play and razzle dazzle with him. And first and foremost, I'll kick both of y'all. Like, I'm playing with me. I don't want to be played with like that. I just feel like no. And if you really wanted to be, I hate the places over all women like bisexual, but I'm not. I'm telling me, Tish, I'm standing alone by myself. I'm not dating a bisexual woman. I'm not. And I try not to have that, but I'm trying, per my experience, everyone that I ran into think it's okay to have their man and they get like you some little toy and stuff. It's first and foremost, that's nasty. It's so many things out here. But to be acting like we gonna be just playing and shit. No coochie coupons for you. Why you want to go over there and do that to this and then come up with no ma'am, pH balance all over the place and shit. Here I am trying to have a snack and shit with you and you up here. No ma'am, no. And I'm trying not to.
We don't know who baby it is. We don't know if it's a plastic dollar. Like, nigga, it's your day. It's Tuesday.
Exactly.
It's the third baby daddy day.
No, and I ain't even gonna hold you and make me feel bad because I've heard about people when I be seeing them studs trapped in them situations. Get out, girl, leave. Get out of there. No, you wouldn't. And then I see I'm like, she just treat you like a toy, take you off the step, dust you off a little bit, and play with you. Hell no, get out. And you worry about people be crying. Then you get worse stud in your bushes because why you do that to her? Leave the people alone. You gotta put like items with like items. Maybe we both like to fiddle battle and fuck around. We need to be together. Us is over here. No, don't bring this shit to me. I don't want it. I want it to be gay too.
But people be lying about being gay.
Okay, but she ain't. You really gonna be mad? Your feelings hurt. Now you crying and shit. Listen to slow song.
Nah, I respect her honesty.
Stop playing with yourself. Don't do that because now you fucking with your
honesty.
It's them women that told studs they have to be hard. Y'all keep on saying it's femmes that don't know. I don't know whoever the helper is that told y'all have to be out here all rah-rah and shitty. Y'all can't have feelings. I want to fight her. And I don't even like.
But it's the same thing for the bisexuals. Like, who told you all bisexuals like that? Like, you feel me? Like, if you want to with a woman.
Let her cook, though.
Like, I've met a lot of them enough. Like, and it's just being genuine conversation. Like, I mean, they think it's cute. Baby, I ain't no cute. This ain't no motherfucking phase. You ain't gonna come over and think you gonna be up over with me and then you somehow, I can never see myself marrying one. Well, I'm looking for my wife, my life partner. What you mean you finna do then? This ain't go with the girl who do that same thing. Put like items with like items. We all play goldfish, match the shit up. It's not matching. Now I'm sitting over here sick about to throw up because I don't know what y'all over there doing. When you coming back, oh, I'm too territorial. Maybe something wrong with me. Hell no. It's a no for me. Hell, where you going? Where with who? Shit, no. I can't take it. I ain't going and I ain't in recruitment. And baby, go on until you figure out your life. Don't come over here trying to fiddle faddle because I ain't to be fiddled or faddled. You better call me. We going together. How do you go together like that? I can't. It's no for me. That's it. It's a hell no.
It's a hell no.
They not good for relationships, but they good to smash.
They definitely.
We gotta get to it.
I love Tish. I love Tish. Tish, I love you, honey. I love you. See, this for me, I learned this lesson through somebody else. I'm a firm believer. If I see you go through it, I don't necessarily have to go through it to understand it. Because you've already done it for me, and I thank you and I appreciate you for going through whatever it is so I don't have to do it. When I came into this life or accepted this, that I liked women, I had a homegirl, she was a stud, and she loved turning out straight women. And I used to think, that's cute, until that bitch showed up at the house with this big ass boulder and put it through her windshield.
Right.
Because she with her life. So she was making, my homegirl was making the straight chick think she was the only one, but the straight chick wasn't trying to hear that she really wasn't trying to be with her, but she wouldn't stop fooling with her because she was tricky. I get it. Get what you gotta get. I understand. But I told her, I said, man, you better leave that girl alone, just cut it off. Well, I don't want a straight woman. I'm with Tish, baby. Go out there and know what it's like for the first time, maybe the second or the third time. Figure out what it is that you like, and then maybe we can have a conversation. Because me trying to be your guinea pig, it's not gonna work for me because I don't know what you do when you are with me. I don't know how you take care of her. I don't know none of that. And with that being said, now, but we can't rock like that because I'm sorry, you put a rock or boulder through my windshield, it's gonna be some consequences and repercussions. And I do believe that sometimes when women decide that they want to straight women or vicarious women, which is confusing, but anywho, decide that they want to try what it's like to be with a woman, then they don't really understand what they're asking for because they're used to these men that's just pounded, wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. And then we have a woman that's actually trying to speak to what it is that you need. Your mind is blown. Going back to earlier, you don't know how to be treated. And when it gets treated right, when the coochie, the cat, your whatever, your hoo-ha, whatever you want to call her, is treated right and taken care of, you done lost your whole damn mind. And then you want to stalk the person that gave it to you, but you still laying next to the motherfucker that they can't take care of the shit the way you need taken care of. I'm sorry, it's a hard no for me. I need some references that you've been with multiple women. I'm sorry, I know that may be bad to say, but if you ain't never been with a woman consistently and you going back and forth and you just need that itch, honey, baby, I am not the one for it. Maybe you need to go get some honest at 7 to take care of that itch, but I ain't it. I'm sorry. It's just not going to happen. So I say this to all my lesbian women, masculine or feminine identified, leave them straight women alone. They're crazy, they ain't never had it. And then you pumping your chest because you just gonna give her the business and she can't handle it.
That's it in a nutshell. You can't handle it. Straight women. No, I'm not your first. But I'm with everybody else. Go run the track a couple of times, ma'am. Get your little experience on your ass. Because I'm telling you like this, I need you off the dick for at least a year and a half, 2, maybe 3, depending on who you are. I'm not fucking with you. No, I have a very.
I'm not trying to get that.
Clean. My body's clean. I take care of. Yes, I'm chunky, but my body is not. No. What you won't do is be in my bushes. Because here's the thing, and I'm how I feel about it. Lesbian women can handle what I bring to the table. Okay? Yeah. Yes, I might. I bring fire. I bring it. But they are experienced enough to handle it because that's who they are. You, ma'am, this is not you, and I'm not a play toy. Because what you're not gonna do is use me to make that nigga jealous because you want him to do something that he wasn't doing before, or he running in the streets. That's the other thing. You don't know what he doing. So now I got to deal with what he doing, what you doing, and you think I'm putting my mouth on? You got me fucked all the way up.
I don't need no residue.
Baby, I don't want that soul.
I don't want it. Look,
I don't want that residue.
Amazon. Me and Amazon can be good goddamn friends. If it's left like that, me and Amazon. Look, Keisha, Hey,
They got
Keisha,
simulator
B,
3000.
I got you, boo.
look,
I
look,
got
look,
you.
look, Keisha and B, I need a couple of items because I'm not, no,
What you need,
no,
boo? I
ma'am.
got you.
I'm not, that's the
I
thing
got
is
you.
that I believe this is the other thing. Studs mess with straight women because it's easy. If I gotta
Very
deal with
much.
a gay, if I gotta deal with a lesbian, I gotta work. I gotta be real. I can't fake with her. I can't feed her no bullshit. But when I get with a straight girl, I can feed her some bullshit. She think I'm all this and all that because I'm
Thank you.
erotic, something different in her life. No, stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Because these straight girls are playing with you too. Because they just waiting for the right nigga to come around to do what he's supposed to do, to be with her or whatever. And they still talk. No, stop it. Stop it.
They're trying to see if you could eat it better than a man.
And I can, but
You
I
can.
just told you, so you ain't got to experience it. I can and I do. You ain't got we ain't got no look. See, Amber is off your list now. Go ahead and cross my name off. Because I'm not the one. That to me, and plus, again, and I'm not sure who said it, but you don't want to marry me. You don't really want to be in public with me. Because I am super masculine. Now, they might hang with Keisha, Tish, Bella, and B because they still carry a girl feel, right? They still girly girls, and they wear heels, and they got their makeup, they get their hair done. So they want to hang with y'all because they won't nobody know. We can play. I'm not that one. I'm coming.
Believe it or not, I'm more of a stud
They
than
don't
I
hang
am
out
a
with Bella.
top.
I'm coming with the basketball shorts and all of that. I'm coming with I'm not going to dim my light for nobody. And
Not the
I'm
basketball
not
shorts.
dimming it for no straight girl who want to play.
Not the basketball shorts. Wait a
But
minute.
I'm a basketball short t-shirt kind of girl now.
No, but you
I
don't
was
look the
about to
same.
say.
Don't play with me. You
No,
don't look the
she
same.
giving me backpack
don't look the
energy because
same,
I feel
like,
like she's doing Dora the Explorer. Backpack.
Swipe or no
And that's another
swiping.
thing. We do not carry the dinglings in the backpacks. And if you do, stop it. Stop
Right.
Them young ones do. Them young
Stop
ones
it.
do
They
carry
really
it.
do.
They do
Look.
carry it in the backpack.
Look,
They
look,
do.
look. Destiny,
101.
like,
They come to your
Strap
house with a little
101.
backpack.
Strap 101. Here we go. I'm gonna drop some jewels for you.
strap
One,
them.
Please.
You wearing
do
it?
not.
You wearing it?
It's not meant for backpack. Get you something sophisticated. Don't do that. Don't do
I
that.
like when.
I got
ooh,
me a
Royal
little
Pearl
Tommy
bags or
bag.
no. Royal Pearl
No.
bags
It's
or
the
a no.
old.
Backpacks
No.
or a no. If you do not know how to clean your strap,
The
don't go buy it.
night.
Wear a condom
Call me.
that boy every
Call
single
me.
time you use it, even
Call
if
me.
you with the same woman.
Nah,
Let
it's
me
the
tell
spend
you
the
why.
night bag for me.
Listen.
The reason
I
why
was
you
gonna
need
say
to wear
about
a
these
You
straight.
don't got a consistent sex partner because your strap should be wherever you gonna be. If you gonna live together, how you carrying it around? Who else you this strap on? Why is it going anywhere besides what you mean? Look back.
I'm just telling you what look.
Me.
I'm telling you what
And I'm a strong believer in purchasing a
what
new
the
one.
children is doing out here in these streets. They carrying it around with them so they can hit
Look, me and my
whoever they
backpack
can
go
get.
on tour. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I gotta be prepared. You feel me, for a performance at any time. Right? It's a nice little backpack. It's a nice little Tommy Hilfiger duffel bag. When Tommy come out, you feel me? It could be Rico in there. It could be little Devontae. You know, I name them.
Oh
Yep,
my gosh,
I
that's
got
really
names
cool.
for them.
That's cool.
Absolutely.
Backpack, but why is the backpack traveling? You gotta sit that motherfucking backpack throwing that shelf. Why are you trying? I don't care what you put in the motherfucker. You can have everybody in every color. Why is it going with you to different places if you only supposed to be coming here to use it? Make it make sense for
No, because wait,
Yeah, that's if
what
you
if
hit
it's
somebody,
not
you don't know.
like,
We might want to be
right?
spontaneous. Like,
And what if it's not
here? What you spontaneous at? If I'm right here, you gotta be spontaneous with me, baby.
No, but see, that's when you're in a committed relationship. Like,
that's
we
if you
are
committed. We not committed.
Okay, my bad.
We're single. As a single person,
Okay,
respectfully, I spend money on my dates.
No,
I
you're
spend
right.
lots of money.
What you think you gonna put some shit in there?
Okay,
No,
we're not gonna
first
keep
of all,
buying. What we're not gonna do
We put
is
some
we're not
cheap
gonna
shit
keep
in.
buying dicks. Okay.
Exactly. That's the
Get it
thing.
out
First
of
of all,
Put it
Learn
out
to take care of your
Where
shit.
you get where you
listen,
Learn
we're not
to
gonna
take
keep
care
exactly.
properly.
That's number
Properly
one.
take
That's
care
number
of
one.
your dicks.
That's
And if
number
you know
one.
you
And
a
then
hoe,
number two.
let me break it down to you. Let me break. Y'all ready? Here
All
it is.
pHs off and everything. Put that
Right.
condom
So
on
here's what you gotta do.
Yeah.
Look, listen to me
That's
carefully.
away for free everywhere.
Listen to me. Listen to me. If you know you a hoe, pay attention. If you know you're gonna be out here in the streets, buy that dick for them hoes.
Right.
Thank you.
One and put it in the, buy another one. Don't open it. Leave that bitch in your house till you find that one that you ready to settle down with. Then you can pull that one, you can pull that new one out and say, look, baby, I got you. And then the whole dick go in the trash.
And that's
But see, even if I get in it, even if
we get married, it ain't
right. Nah, because
going
see,
in
for
the
me,
trash.
it's
I'm
like,
gonna keep it on standby just in case you act up. I might need a
it's
warranty.
just like the hose. You know, you keep them in the back of the phone, you keep that dick in the back of the closet. So when you return back to the streets, because
bro, because you feel me, when this return of the Mac, bro, it's going with me. I'm not finna know.
No,
you
listen.
you gonna return back to the street. See, that's what I'm saying. You putting bad juju on it. Throw that shit away.
No. Listen,
I don't look. I'm like this.
No. That
If
sounds good.
If I'm with one woman, then that's the one I'm gonna use. I got a new one. Look, pandemic. Look, Amazon had a sale. During the pandemic,
Please stop going to Amazon.
Okay, but see,
honeycomb.
But listen.
Keep going to Amazon.
First of all, I really go ahead, Amber.
Go ahead.
First of all, for me, as long as I'm single, I've been single 6 years, okay? I go through dicks like I feel like it. But that's more so because I be over the ones I got. You feel me? But I believe in safe sex is the best sex. Better use latex because I don't want no dog babies. You feel me? And then, because I'm not buying a new dick, it is easier for me to buy Trojan Magnums, the 12-pack, the 36-pack, whichever, than to sit here and buy my fucking $100 dicks. Like $300 dicks. If you want the shit to feel good and real and be able to get cleaned properly and do what it's supposed to do, you spending a little bit of change on your shit on top of the fact that you got a good harness on top of all that. Now, if I get in a relationship,
dicks. Stop buying the $35.99 dicks.
When I get into a relationship, me and Danny is going to the sex store and we're going to pick out something that tickles her pickle. So therefore,
don't go to the sex store. Just call me, honey.
We call it, and then talk to me.
Because on top of that, I need to know what kind of oil you use, if you're allergic to anything. Now I care about you. You're not like one of these hoes. I need to know the details. The rest of them is just what it is.
Yes, Mel.
With these hoes eating with straight bisexual, I'm not eating no pussy. First of all, I decided that, listen, it may be one or two that slide the thing, because I got an oral fixation. I'm a Scorpio, I'm nasty, and they catch me on a nasty drunk night. But for the most part, like I tell them now, it's a no for me. Because first of all, I know what I do. This mouth game is retarded. I know. I've learned early enough, and I had to stop creating those type of soul ties. But also, I'm really good enough that it's the point I don't gotta reach in the closet for the dick. So I really know what I'm doing. So when I get ready to pull that monster out, we probably gonna escalate it to another level anyways, because I'm really about to fuck up your mind. I'm really about to fuck up your mental. And when I say that is because normally if I'm just fucking. If I care about you, we're gonna go through the channels and the steps. But if I'm just fucking you, certain fucking, I'm not even giving to you, because literally, as humbly as I can say, this shit is magic. So, and not because I said so, but because they said so. So for me, I can't give this out no more freely. I'm tired of bitches calling my phone. I'm tired of changing my number. I'm tired of having that shit. I'm tired of going to a botanica and get a cleanse. I'm tired of all that shit. You feel me? Because it really, the older I got, on top of the fact that I really consciously pay attention to the body, the more you heal yourself and the more you learn yourself, the more you understand that when you touch somebody, you touch different parts of them too. So when I say that, I really mean that as humbly as possible. I mean as honest as possible. Like I'm fucking your mind and your soul at this point, because I'm on such a good level that you have no choice but to feel what I got. Not because you even on that level, but because I'm on that level. So when we cross those paths, you caught a little bit of, like now you might want to go see what spirituality is, and you know want to go find yourself because now I got your mind thinking. You feel me? So at the end of the day, it's like, nah, I don't even call Jesus myself. Don't call him. And if a bitch be like, oh God, be like, yo, don't thank him. This ain't him who's doing this. I'm in the middle of that shit. Don't give him my no, don't do that. This on me, baby. Fuck is my name. Like, you feel me? Don't call him their name while we in the middle of it. But it's the truth. Like, but for me, it's like, you know, it's right now I just be having fun. Like I want my wife, but it don't stop me from having fun because realistically, I really feel like I reached a level where I know that it's not going to be something that's going to come to me easy. But at the same time, I'm not going to be just by myself until then, if that makes sense. A nigga still got needs. A nigga still, it's almost my cycle time. I might want to cuddle like that. You might be right now. You might get that phone call because I'm PMSing and my soft boy done grew up and I need to be a little bit more than this. But it's like, yes, I still want my wife, but I will dip and dab. And like I said, I don't have anything against anybody because the same way you may have thought you were straight at one point in time and then you really found out you like women, is the same way. You feel me? Because at the end of the day, sometimes connections really do matter. So I don't shut none of that down. So that's why for me, it's not a problem. I can fuck you if it's just fucking. And if it's something different, we could be the best of friends and you could still be straight, but that connection is so powerful because when you start to learn about soul ties and soul families and stuff like that, soul mates and stuff, they come in different forms. They come in animals, they come in friends, they come in a lot of different forms. So why would I dump a connection because, oh my God, bisexual, you don't belong over here? No, I'm not doing none of that because I don't know why you crossed my path, but apparently you crossed my path for a reason. But I'm not going to do all of that nasty stuff because if you fucking with a woman, whether she's bisexual or not, her sexuality is sexuality. If she respects you, she gonna respect you. Like I have guidelines. Okay, you identify as you identify. Understand. In this time frame, this is only the sex that we can have. But we can do everything. You feel me? We can talk, we can sit underneath the stars. But in this amount of time frame, I will not be going down on you because for me, my mental can't handle that. You feel me? But at the same time, why would I deny everything else that is so, you feel me, between us? Because you identify right now. You may identify as bisexual and I meet you, and by the end of the day, you really realize that she was only doing that. Again, here we go with religion, family, all type of stuff. It's a lot of reasons for a lot of people go through things, and sometimes they don't even know who they are until they reach a certain level, until they start to heal, until they start to process. So because I believe everybody is in those stages in their life at all times, what you're telling me today is not going to be the tea for tomorrow. So no, I'm not judging you off of that. Same thing. You telling me you're a lesbian today, and when you see how I sling this dick, you might want to start slinging dick. Now you're going to start. No, we can't be together either. Like, so
You could let's
but it happens. Or you might want to be a man after this. You feel me? Like you might want to transition. Like shit happens when people start to find each other or find themselves. So I don't yuck nobody's young. I don't care what it is. Again, I can sit down with the best of them. I can sit down with the worst of them. And I just feel like the same way you wouldn't want to judge an autistic person because you think it's wrong to do that because they got a mental illness or whatever, it's the same way you don't judge anything. I just tell people to do everything with respect. If you do it with respect and honor, I will fuck with you. The labels and shit really don't matter to me. It's about the respect and the honor because if you respect me, you'll hit me with the I wouldn't do you like that. And that's good enough for me. That's good enough for me because I wouldn't do you like that.
Okay. And so I want to make sure that we get to everybody before we wrap this up because y'all, we went way past where we were supposed to go. But that's good though, because it's a good conversation. We're definitely doing a part 2, which will be coming July 28th. There'll be more information. But I want to hit Bella, then B, and then I'm going to end it out with Cupid, okay?
Okay.
Cupid.
So my thing is, I wasn't going to bring this up, but it's going to make Bency laugh like crazy. So, not my current, but my ex-wife, right? She was a stud. Stop it, Ben.
You like,
right?
I don't want.
She's like, no, she knows where I'm going with this. So I'm gonna step outside. Give me 1 second. My ex, when we dated, I was the femme, she was the stud. Mind you, I met her, she low boy, fade, all that good shit. And I started noticing that she was communicating a lot with a lot of studs on her, social media. And so I asked her a simple question. I said, do you feel as if you're interested in just femmes or would you like to test the waters? So what I did to entice the relationship was I would dress up as a stud just to see her reaction. Is this what you like? Okay, I could wear a fitted hat, some Timbs and shit, walk around holding on to my crouch and shit, you know, and talking like this type shit. And it was funny because it's like one day I decided in bed, okay, let's reverse the roles. I'm gonna be the stud. I'm gonna strap. You're going to take. And they were just like, excuse me? No, we're not doing that. That's not what okay, no problem. Okay. I'm gonna let you think you have it. What did I do? Let her do her thing. And when it was my turn, yeah, I strapped her. Gave her the best dick she ever had in her life. And Betsy could tell you right now, you see her face? Because she knows. Who's my ex-wife married to now? A stud. So you never know where you're going to be. Because today you might identify as, I'm a stud. You know, I'm a man. And then tomorrow it's like, oh, daddy, daddy. So you cannot come, what's the word I'm looking for? You cannot put yourself in a box and compartmentalize yourself as this is who I'm supposed to be, because guess what? You're not going to know who you're supposed to be until you try something. And then you realize, oh shit, I like this. This right here, I like. This right here, I want.
However, if they just don't like it, they just don't like it. It is what it is. You can't force people to like shit. And it is what it is. You have to respect people where they are. That's all I'm saying.
Yes. And respectfully, she was not for it in the beginning because she was hiding behind the stigma of, oh, I'm a stud. I can't like studs. Because all her brothers, you know, they used to make fun of it. Oh, why you hanging out with that stud? You know that stud like studs, da, da, da. And she got hated on for it. And now she's living her best of fucking life. And I had to be the one to tell her that, listen, you can't allow people to dictate who you are and who you're going to be, because at the end of the day, like I stated before, when your parents go on to the next stage of their lifespan, which is going to God and all that good shit, who's gonna lay down in bed with you and cuddle with you and wipe your tears? So stop choosing to be with the person that society, religion, culture, background wants you to be with. Be with who makes you fucking happy, because at the end of the day, I can't make you come. I can't. And neither can your culture, neither can your religion, neither can your background do it for you. It has to be from the person that you are comfortable with and the person that you are desiring to be in the aspect with. Because at the end of the day, that's all it is. That's all life is. Everybody finding out whom they are. That's why I tell my daughter all the time. My daughter's 17. And y'all gonna laugh, but guess what her nickname is? Everybody at school calls her what? Big Daddy Lay. This girl is like about this tall, taller than me. Long hair, nails done, pretty as hell. But when you start talking to her, you would think it's a stud in front of you. And I told her straight up, I said, listen, your mom is telling you, from my perspective, I don't want to be a grandma early. So can you be a lesbian up until you graduate out of college? And once you're done with college, then you can go ahead and try dick, you know. That's what mommy wants. And she looked at me stupid. She said, Ma, what are you teaching me? I said, listen, I'm teaching you something good. Okay? Go
I don't know.
and
I'm
be
raising a
happy.
non-binary. I got a non-binary, and I have to figure out these damn pronouns every day.
Listen, and Benzie could tell y'all, when her daughter was younger with my daughter, we literally thought these two were gonna be, oh my God, boys, boys, oh my God, boys. And then now for me to hear that her daughter is non-binary, that shit blew the fuck out of my mind. Boom. I was just like, whoa, are you serious? So again, Anybody listening, watching, or whatever, if you're gonna take anything out of this whole conversation that we've been having all day, joking around, being serious, telling our stories or whatever, take this. Don't let anyone or anything, Benzi, mute. Mette téléphone sous mute. Merci, chérie. Oh, sorry, y'all. But don't let anyone dictate who you need to be in this life, because they're not going to continue on walking this path with you till the end. You're going to walk this path solely by yourself. Even if you end up finding the love of your life, you're still going to walk this path solely by yourself. So be unapologetically you till the end. But I still want my daughter to be a lesbian till after she graduates college. That's the last thing I'm going to say. Go ahead.
All right, B.
I disagree with everyone's messages. I approve everyone's messages. So I don't have anything to go ahead and add to it. I approve. And apparently I got tipsy while I was sitting here listening to y'all. So I don't want to say anything else to add to that topic because someone's going to judge me.
Well, it's a safe space. You can say what you want to say. Well, since you're going to yield the
No,
floor.
ma'am. No, ma'am. I'm not. No, ma'am. It's not a safe space. I'll be here for part 2. It's not a safe space.
All right. All right. So we're going to on Cupid, and then we're going to take it out for the night.
Hey guys, this has been amazing. I just want y'all to know it has been amazing. I hope that, and we're going to keep showing it. I have Real Boys Talk has a podcast. I'm kicking it back in, so this will be aired on the podcast just as we've done it. We'll just put it out there. It'll be the audio. I will make sure y'all know when it's coming out. When we're going to air it. This that you all are seeing. Each one of you guys, I'll make sure that you have access to put it in a folder. Everybody have access to it. Use it. Use it. I know I got some sororities in here. I got some fraternities in here. I have some people that are in their own groups. Take what we've said, show it to somebody else. The key is, the biggest thing, like I said, the reason why we're even doing this is because the Femmes are having a conversation, studs are having a conversation. We're not having one together. So tonight we bridge that gap. And if you were paying attention, we are asking for basically the same thing. Healthy relationships, not to be played with, not to be fumbled, not to be, none of that stuff, to be genuine, be authentic of who you are, know who you are when you step to us, all of those things. And so I feel like this is an opportunity, and I will say this, I apologize to Destiny, because you brought it, kid. You gave us some jewels that, we teased her before it started, because we were like, she's the baby in the group. That baby brought it, y'all. She brought it. And I hope that people listen to what she was saying. Because it doesn't matter how old you were, she was dropping some serious jewels. Okay.
She sure was. Betsy said it. Betsy said it in the beginning.
Yes.
And I have seen her. Didn't I say that? I was like, y'all really sleep on the young one, but she gonna come in and bring something. But what did I say? That young one came in.
She did it.
Yep.
And
I'm very excited. I'm excited about us doing a second one. And I hope that all of the panelists that you all have met and are on here, I hope y'all will come back. Okay.
Definitely.
We need to go keep it moving, because this is a tool to hopefully bring us so that we can have, because right now there's too many things against us, guys. Black women and we gay. Come on, there's so many things against us that we need to make sure we are healthy minds, healthy bodies, healthy spirits, healthy emotionally. And if you are not, take the time. Please understand, that cookie ain't going nowhere. It's not going nowhere. Take the time to get to know yourself. Take the time to heal. It is worth it. Because please understand, when you are healed and you give your heart to somebody, it's amazing. I'm not there yet. Right? I'm not there yet, but I know that it is amazing when I get there. So I encourage everybody, and again, I thank each and every one of you all for giving we've been here for a minute, but it's well worth it. I appreciate each and every one of you guys that that have been on the panel. I appreciate everyone who stuck it out with us. We got a bunch still online. We got them in 3, 4, 5 different places that we're playing it. So I appreciate each and every one of you. Take this and have a conversation offline. If you watched us, don't go talk to your friends and have, when y'all sitting around drinking and smoking, have these conversations right here.
Sister circles and brother circles too.
Definitely. And if you have, if we missed the topic that you want us to talk about in round 2, please hit up Reign Supreme, hit up Brittany. She's the one who's, hey, she's amazing, guys. Don't sleep on her.
Somebody put in the comments on your Facebook page, keep it about parenting.
We will talk about it.
Somebody did put that in the group.
I talk about Plan B as well, because we talk about parenting, the struggles of being a single parent, dating, parenting, being a Black woman parenting. Like, people don't understand that. Like, they don't address that. They're not acknowledging it. The truth of it is we're struggling out here, yo. It's a village.
Yes.
It's a village. And if we're supposed to be part of an LGBTQ community, where's the community in that LGBTQ community? Where's
the village?
We're unhealthy, guys. We're unhealthy. Can't help
Yeah,
you
so that was something
myself.
to put on there.
Okay, so definitely we will talk about that. I'm gonna turn it back over to Brittany to close us out. Thank you guys very, very much.
Brittany, really quick, y'all, just one thing. I know are, founders and things of organizations and stuff like that. We've talked about a lot of things tonight. I just want to go on the Twitter if everybody that's listening or anything like that. Well, I am a founder of a sorority. I want to make it clear that my opinions and my views are mine, and it's not to misrepresent anything that has to do with my sorority or my sisterhood. I know it's a few queens that will agree with every single last word that I said, but for those who may not agree, for those who may attest to maybe my vulgar language tonight, where I decided I'm gonna be grown as fuck and say what the fuck I want to say and stuff. I want to just go on the books just to say that, you know what I'm saying? While I'm a founder, I'm a woman, I'm so many other things, and I'm blessed and grateful to be able to have titles. On some days, I don't really like them and stuff, but I just want to clear that up and clear the air just to keep things separate, for nobody can relate, put, or place things on anything that's attached to me that's not. So I just
agree.
And
I agree with
you.
you.
She speaks for all of us. All of us that
Yes.
are groups, that are founders or presidents. She speaks for all of us. And please, if you mad,
hey,
you mad. Check yourself. Like I said,
listening, there's something wrong with you. If you stay here this whole time mad listening, we got to talk about mental health real good on the next one.
Yes.
Mental health. We can definitely talk about that all day. But yes, thank you so much, Tisha. Yes. So of course, the opinions and views expressed on this is ours. And like I said, if you listen this long, you had a problem to it. Obviously, it wasn't that big of a problem because you didn't turn off. So there's absolutely going to be a part 2. Again, my name is Brittany. Thank everybody on the panel. Thank Cupid for putting this together and just talking about and wanting to do this conversation. Like I said, we're going to be doing another one. July 28th is the tentative date. We'll let you know for sure when the flyer comes out. Hopefully everybody can be available again, so that we can definitely do a part 2 and tackle all of these topics. I love the comments on the live, so I want to make sure that we address those next time as well. Yeah, we've been at this for a minute. I'm just excited to be a part of it. So thank you again, everybody, for sticking it out with us. Thank you, everybody, for coming out. And I hope everybody has a good night.
Good night, everyone.
Yes. Good night.
Good night, y'all. Good night. Good night. Good night.